This right here, bro. I'm not even naming nothing else. Like I don't have to name nothing else. This right here, bro. Y'all had Jersey people on, like up until
but look what you said. That's us. That's our
and
podcast.
build your community.
We trying to.
You are.
But like he said.
What I just say, bro.
But like he
No,
said.
hear me out. What I just said about y'all.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of I Don't Care What You Think podcast.
We don't care what you think.
It's your host, Doughboy.
It's the coolest podcast in the world, Ray Spitter.
So, we got a special guest in the building. We got the halal goat in the building.
Halal goat!
You feel me? One of the most active outside, but not outside artists.
Top ball spitter.
In the state of New Jersey.
Top ball spitter.
And he in so many different eras too. You know, he in eras like Bow Wow in era. Like how Bow Wow was like, yo, I was there in the 90s for Snoop and them. And then Bow Wow be like, I was there in the 2000s when Jay and them took over. And then like he's been in every era of hip hop in the state of New Jersey.
Word.
So we
definitely a part of my era.
We want to give Mac a round of applause.
Thank you.
And welcome him finally.
The most active
it's been a long time
introvert.
coming.
You know what I mean?
You feel me? In the history. and Andy off mic.
I'm about to get Andy in the building.
Shout out to Andy, man.
What does that do? It is
Four
my
mics
mission
today.
to cancel this nigga today. I promise.
4 mics today. It's been a minute though.
I
Since we
met
did 4
Andy
mics.
for 30 seconds. I learned what banding was. You know what I mean? I learned new terminology for lighting and shutter speeds and shit.
Bro ain't gonna never hide that information. He don't gatekeep at all. He'll tell you, but see, Andy had told you, he'd be like, yeah, you need to get this. You like, oh, word, how much it cost? 15,000. Damn.
Honestly, though, that's like one of the biggest difference between me and most like photographers and videographers. I don't gatekeep shit, bro. If I got something that can feed you, I'll feed you. You know what I mean?
you can't gatekeep for me. I'm gonna learn how to ask the questions. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
People who gatekeep it just won't say
Definitely
nothing.
do my investigation.
No matter how many questions you ask, they'll just be like, nah, I don't know. They'll just stop talking. They'll just double.
It don't hurt. It don't hurt.
We done talked about anime, shutter speeds, rap.
Yeah, y'all got me beat on that. Y'all got me beat on that anime shit. I ain't gonna lie.
10 minutes.
Hey yo, so how you been though, man? How everything been, man?
Word, welcome to the
man,
pod,
blessed,
bro.
man. Everything halal. You know what I mean? Just kicking it, man. Learning.
But yeah, like Doe was saying, bro, how you been, bro? Last time we seen each other, we was at the
Performance.
Yeah, the Brown Derby shit. Yeah, word.
I mean, shout outs to the Derby.
Yeah,
You know what I
word.
mean? Family business.
That nigga Ray said you brought your whole family in there.
Facts,
As I
bro.
should.
He said your mama was in there. That's
Shout
my
outs to
baby.
Uma.
That's my baby.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I like seeing shit like that though when like artists got their whole family involved. Cause I be looking at my family like, yo, y'all ain't shit. Like
She had the same reaction my first time playing football. I was on JV.
word.
I wasn't getting in the game. My mother was like, you ain't gonna have my baby here and not get him in the game. Had my first little tackle. That's my baby. Same thing with the performances. Fuck it.
Nah,
She about
yeah.
to be my hype man.
That joint was fire.
Hijab
Like,
and everything. Like,
that joint was
Word.
fire. I ain't gonna lie. And you put on a good performance that night. Word. You rock
it's
that
all
shit.
merge every kingdom, man. That's what we here for. Community. You feel me? And it go full circle. So,
Word.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yo, so this shit keep falling. Nah,
I'm weak.
but nah.
Too hot for these damn glasses.
Yeah, it is. So, yo, me and you was talking on the way over here, right? And I had said to you that I'm thinking about slowing down with reaching out to New Jersey, and you was like, nah, don't do that. You shouldn't do that.
At all.
All right, so you told me to wait to explain it to you when I got on the pod. So now I'm on the pod and I can explain it to you. So I never cut New Jersey off. That's my home state. But the problem I'm having with niggas is, see how easy it was when I reached out to you? You was like, yo, 2 weeks in advance, blah, 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 blah. Gotta set stuff up, this, and this. Yo, that's fine. Niggas that hit me up and be like, yo, can I come up there? And then I'd be like, all right, yo, I got you. I hit them back same day. Like, yo, do these dates work for you? Do these times work for you? And I won't hear a response back from them until 8 months after the dates I gave them. Like, hey, yo, I thought I was going to come up there. So you just ignored the whole business proposition that was given to you 8 months ago to ask for a new business proposition.
I mean,
They don't know how to run a business.
I understand because I do freelancing, right? So I shoot videos myself now. And I learned the other side of that coin where I'm trying to book a video. I think I lock something in. I'm counting eggs before they hatch. You know what I'm saying? They cancel this, that, and the third. Until I started in that line of field asking for a deposit first. Like, so even if you cancel on me, I got something out of it. You know what I mean? I know it ain't the same exact thing with podcasting. I don't know what you would have to do. You know what I mean? Whether it's overbook, whether it's have a backup plan in case, you know what I mean? But it is really shooting darks at the wall. Everything ain't gonna stick. You know what I mean? So have backup plans. Life be lifing, bro. And a lot of people, even though on Instagram and shit like that may look like they taking the business side serious, bro.
Yeah.
Life be lifing. They own artists, they own manager, and they still fathers, husbands, probably drug dealers, all that shit. You feel me? Like 8 months. A lot change in 8 months, just like a lot change in 8 hours for a lot of people. You feel me? So sticking to a schedule, this ain't, and not to take this personal, but appearing on here, appearing on there, appearing on, I don't give a fuck how big the platform is never going to be as important than the person running the business.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? For them, it's just a quick reschedule. For you done booked Andy, you done booked this. They not going to see that side. You
That's
get
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So that's my only answer to that, but never let that shit discourage you. You know
Oh, no,
what I
it
mean?
don't discourage me. I got a real big, I don't give a fuck attitude. And another thing y'all niggas do too, that was one of the reasons. The other reason is y'all fucking suck at interviews. Like a nigga will reach out to us and be like, yo, let me cut up there. Then get up here and you, see how you just answered that shit?
Yeah.
And Andy ain't even been here that long. Niggas will be like, man, you know, that's just how shit be.
That's just
Bro,
Like,
how
nigga,
shit
that
be.
answer is not that, yo, that answer's longer than that. Because when we
Yeah.
off the camera, you running your fucking mouth. And then we turn the camera on and you like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That come with practice. For one, I'm a big fan of podcasts. You know what I mean? So I kind of understand the
whole
the
talking
gist of it.
aspect.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For two, I'm not that good at it. Like, I learned recording myself. I try to do little promo videos. That speaking in front of a camera, knowing where to look at on the camera, that shit takes practice. Like, I promise you, like, if we shoot, obviously we're gonna do promo. It might be 50 takes, bro. I know all y'all niggas, I know the name of the podcast, everything, but it's something about, all right, action. And when the lights is bright, my nigga, that's a muscle, bro. Like, you feel me? I read a book back in the day where it was like, I forgot what the book was, but it was basically saying, yo, make it your business to speak to 10 people every day, a stranger. Whether it's, hi, how you doing? Yo, nice sneakers, this, that, and the third. You're gonna get to the point where you build charisma on some sim shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just see the little green diamond filling up and shit. Like, oh, nigga just leveled up in charisma. Like, nigga just leveled up in gift the gab type shit. You feel me? And that's how it is being on camera. So everybody not really, I got a little camera experience of shooting my own freestyle, shooting my own little promo things, this, and the third. And it goes a long way, but it's a muscle that need to get exercised. Knowing how to project your voice. I'm pretty sure I'm not even doing it right now. Like, you feel me? I'm kind of,
No, you straight.
you know what I mean? I don't got headphones on, so I can't really gauge
Nah,
it.
you straight.
But niggas don't be knowing that.
We
You
got
feel
good
me?
mics.
It really is an exercise. Like, y'all episode, this episode right here,
Yeah.
look back on episode 1 y'all did.
I do that shit all the time.
All the time. It's probably like, yo, 4 slabs, probably. You feel me? I can't really speak to it. Probably use a natural. You know what I mean? But a lot of y'all guests gonna probably be their first podcast, bro.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
First joint.
That's true.
Nah, that's cool. But to touch on what he was saying, like, I don't think he's saying he want to entirely forget New Jersey. I just think he want to make it more open to other aspects. Like, if a New York person want to come up here or somebody from Delaware,
Look, he looking like, nah,
Whatever.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Like-
He's spot on because how I'm gonna get. I'm putting on New Jersey artists. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
But how am I get people in the Dominican Republic to watch it if I don't have somebody that's Dominican on the platform?
Yeah, I mean,
and at the same time,
I'm put it on
Keep it-
Telemundo.
yeah, at
boy.
the same time, you just gotta keep it a buck.
Captions and shit.
Project them
right?
on
Jersey don't support Jersey at the end of the day.
I
It's,
knew
it's,
it.
it's,
He knew. Then I told you who was
knew
gonna
this
say
shit,
it.
yo.
I said that shit in the car. He
Oh, that
said,
was gonna say
"Man, yo, I don't want to hear that Jersey." I said, "You gonna hear that?" I said,
I
"You gonna hear that?"
he's
Jersey
Ray
don't
gonna say
support
it.
New
Ray gonna
Jersey.
say it.
Like,
Ray
Jersey
gonna
don't
say it.
support Jersey,
I
period.
hate
Because
when people say that shit.
I'm gonna tell you why though.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna tell you why. This
I don't want to hear.
this
bro.
my main reason. No,
I don't
look,
wanna
look,
hear why.
look. We
I'm
both
so
from
tired of
Jersey,
this
right?
shit.
We both from Jersey.
I'm so
We support each other. We've been like we said, we've been at the Brown Derby together. Like we comment on each other's shit on the gram, all type of shit, right? Cool. Jersey don't support Jersey unless it's genuine, because this is genuine. If it's not $1 involved, you will not get no support.
Listen,
And I get it.
It's hard to get me out the house if it ain't $1 involved.
No,
Man,
I understand that.
When my account, when my Chase account is negative $48, and I'm like, I got $2 away from an overdraft fee, and a nigga like, yo, come to my, you know what I mean? Come to my.
I understand
Is
that.
$1 involved, my nigga? Yo, hear me out. I'm not
Alright.
letting you finish this right now. I want no fuck that, bro. Because I'm tired of hearing it. You feel
But it's
me?
the truth.
Listen, man, Jersey don't support Jersey, man. Look how them niggas down south doing it. I just watched a fucking, nobody else seen a YSL trial? Nobody else seen the da-da-da-da? Nobody else see the da-da-da-da? Nobody else seen the niggas from this state, this country? This niggas be beefing, bro, because it's not in your immediate
do.
circle.
Just
and
like
it's not
Jersey has
because
beef.
It's not in your feed, my nigga. Everybody from a specific state and country got the same story that, oh, we don't support each other. We don't support. What it is one of my favorite Jadakiss bars. I forgot what song it is, but he's like, show a stranger some love, hate on a brother we know. That shit stuck with me.
I think
You feel
that
me?
shows
'Cause that's what
discipline.
it is. You gotta go out of your surroundings where you're not in competition with these people.
Nah, let me
for
tell you-
somebody to feel like they found you.
Let me
know
tell
what
you.
I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna rebuttal what you just said. I know you're talking about Atlanta and you're talking about Young
Talking
Thug.
about everywhere.
No. When you said that it's in the algorithm, we don't see that algorithm of them beefing. Lucci, Thug, cool. Nothing stopped Lil Baby from bringing Wild and Lucci out on stage. He just came home. Hear me out. That ain't happening in Jersey. You know that's not happening in Jersey. It never happened in Jersey.
Bro, listen, man.
It's not. It was.
Hear me out.
I'm not in that beef. I don't know nothing about it.
Listen,
All we know.
If he name a name, cut it. Because if he name a name, cut it. But I'm gonna give you an example that you can relate to.
Yeah.
All right. The I Don't Care What You Think podcast in New Jersey, you're gonna have other people saying da-da-da-da. Yo,
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah,
da-da-da.
for sure.
To a nigga in Philly, to a nigga in Canada, they discovered the I Don't Care What You Think podcast.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yo, you niggas
More
ain't
than
on
Jersey.
this.
That's
You
a
niggas
fact.
ain't on this. Like, yo, you heard these niggas? Nah, this the new shit. Oh, y'all on that podcast, y'all know this the new shit. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. I might be a washed up 36-year-old with arthritis, gray hair until I dye it, and he from this era in Jersey, he ain't popping right now in Jersey. I'm Jay-Z to niggas in certain spots.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Word,
saying?
I get it.
I'm like, I write for niggas in other countries, in Germany. Niggas hold me to a certain standard, whether it's one person or whatever, but they so far removed from seeing me in the normal, like, oh, that's just a nigga from Clinton Ave. Oh, that's just a nigga from. You feel me? To y'all, when you around people, especially when you're doing the same thing, you just a nigga from. You just a nigga from da-da-da.
But-
You just the nigga that be doing to a nigga somewhere that don't know none of that.
Yeah, facts.
I learned some good business advice, right? It's like, yo, if you're doing a 9 to 5, you should change jobs like every 2 years. I hope my manager don't hear this. I'm with y'all to the end. Change jobs every 2 years, right? So my last job I was there for 13 years. Niggas giving me nicknames, everything. Yo, that's Big D. That's da-da-da-da. No Diddy. That's da-da-da-da. You feel me? I thought they was family.
Yeah.
What I was doing was I was on a hamster wheel and I was stuck because every time I tried to get promoted, I couldn't get promoted. You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck? I know I got enough social cachet that I should be moving up, but why am I
Yeah.
stuck at this desk? I jumped ship and went to somewhere else. They only know what's on my resume. You feel me? They only know what I say I've done and what can get backed up. They don't know I take mad unauthorized lunch breaks, or I'm taking smoke breaks when I ain't supposed to. They don't know. I just be joking. They don't know. They don't got a little beef with me because of this. I'm new. It's a fresh start. You feel me? It's the same thing with music. It's the same thing with podcasts. It's the same thing with photography. Andy probably got mad beef with other photography that he don't even know about.
That's a
They
fact.
probably just hating on his shit. Like, yo, man, he don't know what the... And Andy probably like, them niggas don't even know what bending is or banding is. Like, you know what I mean? It's that because they amongst that. But from the outside, bro,
But
he's the such and such.
the thing is, one person ain't changing that. Like, Jersey ain't changing. It has never changed, bro.
Yes,
It's no hate to Jersey.
I wouldn't be here if Jersey ain't support.
I hear you. But who's
Message.
I hear you.
Fuck is he talking? I'm not.
But this is one demographic. Remember what I said? If it's genuine, it's gonna happen.
Bro.
But when Jersey only think about how many people got on in other states without
Out
a
of
dollar,
sight,
bro.
out of mind, bro.
Jersey don't want to put on
You just heard
Jersey.
me talk to King Braids, right?
Yeah.
What I say to King Braids? I said, bro, I don't know if it's because you move or not, but I notice we don't speak as often. Even
But
though
that's
I
your
speak,
man's though. When it's
Oh,
your man's,
don't.
it's gonna be Jersey love Jersey. When it ain't your man's or it's outsiders, it's Jersey don't support Jersey. Cause most niggas don't want to see other Jersey niggas ahead of them. That's the fact.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Because I used to be a disgruntled rapper.
I'm not.
I used to
I'm
be
not
a-
disgruntled at all. I'm in my own world.
I used
I'm
to-
just.
listen.
I'm just saying.
Woo side. All right?
From the outside looking in,
Woo
right?
side, look. Hear me
How
out.
many? Listen though. How many New York artists, right, per year?
Them niggas is killing each other.
But they get
On
on.
live.
It don't.
Online.
It happens.
Instagram Live.
It
They
happens in
pulling up
Jersey
to each
too.
other.
But that's a whole another different
why use
demographic.
New York as an example when them niggas is killing? They
Because
doing
New
the
York
same
has
thing here.
been wash, rinse, and repeat for decades.
Listen.
Jersey can't seem to get on that ball.
You feel that way because it's from afar. You're from the outside looking in.
That's a fact.
From an outsider. This is the thing, right? People shouldn't know family business.
They shouldn't
So
at
even
all.
if that's the case, you shouldn't talk about it on your platform. You know why?
Nah, never.
Because an outsider that's new to y'all is seeing this. They don't know Jersey don't support.
I
They
think
probably
everybody
wanna,
know
They
that.
probably want to be on the more Jersey shit. So shining light on the fact that even if it's true, bro, even if it's true, they hearing you say Jersey don't support. Jersey don't support. Man, fuck
I
these
can't-
niggas. Jersey
I
don't support.
can't- I
If
can't
anything,
shine
people
light.
want the new Avengers. Like, you know
I
what
can't
mean?
shine light on something that ain't shining.
People don't. I promise you, you wrong, bro. You wrong. I was wrong. Such and such was. It's a myth, bro. Like,
So give me an example. Give me an
people-
example of Jersey supporting Jersey.
This right here, bro. I'm not even naming nothing else. Like, I don't have to name nothing else. This right here, bro. Y'all had Jersey people on, like, up until
But look what you said. That's us. That's our
and
podcast.
build your community.
We trying to.
You are,
But like
though.
he said,
What I just say, bro?
But
I
like
said,
he
no,
said-
hear me out. What I just said
Go ahead.
about y'all. I said when I see y'all, I see growth.
He
That I
did say
not.
that. He said that.
no
I said-
facts. A lot of people
I
told us
said
that.
I don't associate nothing negative with y'all.
Yeah,
We
he said
appreciate that.
Yeah.
This is genuine.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know nothing negative until you're telling me.
Yeah, this ain't nothing
So
negative.
why not just keep it that way?
Because I'm trying to tell you from
But you
what you're
shouldn't.
saying. You say you don't like to
But
hear
this-
Jersey support Jersey, but you
it
never
might
heard a
sound
good
like I'm being
reason
hostile, but
on
I'm
why
not.
Jersey,
It
why I
might
feel
sound
that
like
way.
I'm being hostile, but I'm not. I'm just tired of the same old.
Oh, no,
story.
I ain't worried about
As a rapper, right? I used to be the disgruntled rapper, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm the best, man. Niggas ain't niggas don't niggas ain't writing they shit. Niggas ain't I used to the same old.
Yeah.
You know what analogy I used to break myself out of that?
What?
I said, all right, I drop a song and I DM it to 50 rappers. Because, you know, Instagram capped you at 50 in one little DM, right?
Yeah.
Check my shit. Why would I get mad if they don't? They doing the same thing. When PlayStation drop a first party exclusive, do they ask Xbox for help? Or do they get are they in competition to get their own fan base? You feel me? We gotta look at each other like individual businesses. I will never get mad if a motherfucker don't post my stuff, comment on my stuff, anything. I will send it to get some light on it. You feel me? Out of sight, out of mind. They don't owe me nothing because we didn't cross paths. You feel me? But I'm focused on getting my own fan base. Whether it's 5 whether it's one person, whether it's 100, grow my own community to where we're gonna cross paths. You told me a story about such and such, and then eventually y'all cross paths, and they had to face you in person. Like, yeah, nigga, I told you I was going. You feel me? I gotta be that. When I reach out to a platform, right, and they like, well, it's 500 for a parent. All right, respect. That just means I'm not as in high demand yet to where.
No, hell no.
Hear me out.
Hell no.
You can't tell me
Mac,
how I
you
view
wildin',
things.
bro. No. That's your, yeah, I'm saying that's your view.
I'm just saying.
But I can't agree with that, bro.
I'm just
not
saying.
gonna lie to you.
And this ain't no shot to them.
Like, yeah, I can't agree with
This
a
ain't no
platform.
shot.
Yeah.
This ain't no shot.
'Cause I
to
just
them,
went through that.
right? You was like, yo, I'm surprised you ain't on the radar yet.
I did say
You
that.
said that.
Yeah, when you were showing me your 15 minutes.
I
of fame.
could have been like, yeah, right, because I'm the hottest nigga. Why if I ain't getting reached out to, I'm not that hot.
I got you.
I'm not that in demand. I'm not so fogged up in my own bullshit where I'm not aware. Because when you're not aware, the most dangerous thing a human being can be is not aware, bro.
That's a
You
fact.
feel me?
It's 100%.
You have fight or flight for a reason. You feel me? If a gunshot go off or a loud noise go off and you don't flinch, you're not aware. You feel me? So I just be miserable if I'm like, why why I'm not. I can see when a motherfucker paid to get on the platform and when it is there genuinely. You feel me? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna build my own shit. I'm gonna build my own community. You feel me? We done did how many performances together before I was
Facts.
on your platform? You feel me?
True.
Like, I love Louis J. I was on his Patreon. Shout outs to my man Louis J. Shout outs to Beers and Bottles, homie GL. I'm never gonna ask to be on a platform. I'm gonna wait until I'm asked. Because if I'm not in that much demand, no matter how blood can't make us closer. You feel me? I gotta build my shit up. If I'm not on Beers and Bottles yet, it's something I ain't doing right.
So you don't feel like that's that's egotistic?
What you mean? How is that ego? That's humbling.
Like,
That's not.
no. You don't feel like it's egotistic to be like, niggas gotta ask me. Not saying you.
No.
I'm not saying you.
Wrong.
I'm saying like not hypothetically, but I'm just asking a question. You don't think it's egotistic for a nigga to be like, niggas gotta ask me to come on?
No.
You, all right.
It means I'm not on your radar yet.
Yeah,
Like,
he mean he didn't
so,
do enough for
I
them
hope
to
I'm
reach
not-
out to
I
him.
hope that Louis J example ain't wrong. Because I'm not saying, like.
I got what you were saying. I know what you were trying to say.
Like, he owe Matt, not owe, that's the wrong thing. But 100,000, you know how popular they are? Like 1,000
Facts.
people
Yeah.
deserve is a heavy word, but you get what I'm saying? Before
Yeah.
Mac, like, you get what I'm saying?
No,
Eventually.
I ain't saying
so-
like you personally. I'm saying
yeah.
like
So,
people, like just
I'm
a random person.
Because the way you said it, a lot of people could take it.
Yeah, it's not
even
the
saying
the
that-
way he taking it.
I'm not
like what
saying-
you saying could be true, but
Yeah.
he's saying
So,
his version is not that.
This is what I'm
No,
saying.
I know his version.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm
thi-
saying. That's what I was asking.
So this is what I'm saying. This is the perfect analogy, right? When you clip this, condense it so it's all together, right? Yo, such and such platform is holding a competition.
Yeah.
They want you to tag your favorite artist in New Jersey. I'm not asking nobody to fucking tag me. If nobody is naturally tagging me, I don't got a big enough fan base.
I got you.
I get that.
I
Tag
got
me.
you.
Yo,
I got you.
You feel me?
I get that.
If y'all say who should be the next guest, if they say who should be the next guest, if da-da-da say who should be the next guest, you feel me? My fans should be saying it.
I
You
get
what I'm
that.
saying? So that's what I'm saying. And once a person can be aware of that, bro, like they realize how much work you got to do. I realize how much work I got to do. How many times I got to go shake hands and kiss babies. You
I'm
feel
on
me?
the fence with it because it's like sometimes you just gotta do that, bro. Like you could be the most popular nigga in the world. Like look at Russ. Look at Russ, right?
Yeah.
Look at Russ. Look at what he had to do to get on. Russ was the hottest nigga. Like what he was doing with his whole plan, dropping 2 songs, all that shit. Got all the numbers and all that shit like that. When he went to the record company, it's like, what are we signing you for? He showed them.
His fans.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He showed them numbers. Yo,
Yeah,
this
he
is
showed
what
them they-
this
they
is
did
what I
yes.
do.
And
Yeah,
you
you
know
get
what
the
else
numbers.
Russ say? You know what else Russ say? Russ admits it himself. I'm sorry, Bourbon. Russ said because aesthetically he looks like he's Indian. He looks like he's white.
Yeah.
He looks like he used it to his advantage. So when he booked his first tour or whatever the case may be, it was out the country, bro.
Because that's where his fans were.
Yeah.
And that was after he got signed.
Yeah, prove proving my point.
No, but that was after he got signed.
I don't know the whole story, so I
Yeah.
don't want to really argue about
He
semantics.
didn't.
But I'm
He
saying,
only had a buzz. He got popping on SoundCloud.
but he built his fan base.
Yeah, but like you said, if they would, if somebody like you said, somebody said, Yo, who should we interview next? He's still underground. Nobody know him like that. He just got listeners.
I get what he's saying. People will say that, nobody attack Russ. Like
Yes.
if Drink Champ said, who should we interview next? Russ' name ain't popping up.
But he should
Russ
be
got
I
attacked.
seen
but
Russ' first interview on what's the show? Academics and Joe Button.
Not ordinary day.
Everyday Struggle.
Everyday struggle. Yeah.
He had a chip on his shoulder, bro. He was pressing them niggas.
Oh,
because where he
now.
went. But you know, he also changed his stance and he reflected on that moment and was like, "Yo, I was kind of fucked up."
You know where Russ from?
From Jersey. Okay, you're not proving a point, though. You're not proving a point because what I'm saying is, if you
That's all I'm saying,
if you
bro.
stick to doing what Russ did and just stay your course, you're going to be successful.
Facts.
gonna be successful.
Facts.
You might not be a superstar,
You can be,
but
or
you
you
gonna be
can't be.
successful.
But had he
He's
not had a
richer than your
chip
favorite
on his
rapper
shoulder,
right now. You
had
feel
he
me?
had not a
And
chip,
I don't hear him say Jersey don't support. His big
But he don't rep-
argument,
he don't rep Jersey at all.
His big argument was against the media and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
nah, I get that, but
Same argument I have.
that was
I'm
just,
in media and I agree.
that was just my example. So when I say Jersey don't support New Jersey, it's not out of hate. It's out of, yo, I want y'all niggas to wake up, bro. Niggas can really make a move.
bro.
But if everybody's just worried about $1, nigga, let's do something to make the
You know,
bigger
niggas
dollar.
should start worrying about dollars, though, right?
Huh?
Niggas should start worrying about dollars.
Nah,
We should
facts.
start.
But let's figure out how to make it. Like, everything don't gotta be, yo, let's do a song together. I'll charge $500 for a verse. This is just hypothetical. I'll charge for what? For what? We in the same city, bro.
Listen, as a freelancer and a songwriter and a ghostwriter, I don't know what hit me out.
No, all right, before you answer that, just answer this
Hit
question.
me out.
I just want to know for what? Like, what is my father?
PSC and G, my nigga.
No, I understand that. Bro, go get that job.
PSC and G.
Yo, you know what I mean?
Bro,
Yo, it's summer. They ain't gonna cut you off in the summer.
So you're relying on now look, so you're
in the summer they ain't gonna cut you off in the summer.
so not you, but a freelancer is
What
relying.
is we talking
Look,
about?
as an independent artist, I go to work every day,
I
right?
don't ask for discounts.
Facts. I go to work
I'm
every
starting
day.
a brand. I'm starting a brand. I'm trying to start a brand. I've been kind of procrastinating. You feel
Yeah.
me? Your price is your price, man. All right, I can go here to get the embroidery. I can go here to get the embroidery. Da-da-da-da. Talking to my man JP Caruso. He got the embroidery machine. I'm going to my man's. And I ain't asking no discount.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm gonna tip you, no Diddy, if I'm asking for a discount. You feel me? So if I go here to this restaurant, I'm like, yo, tip 15%, tip 22%, da-da-da, right? But if I done got $8 off, that tip ain't, you still paying less than what you feel me? I'm trying to pay you, and I'm trying to, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No funny shit. I hate talking about what I do, but I needed bro to pick me up, right? Did I say, yo, how much you need? Or did I say, fill that shit up? Did I not?
Hey, we ain't had to tell the story, man. But
Nah,
yeah,
I needed a ride.
But
Like,
you
what
different,
the
bro.
fuck you talking about?
See, you're part of that 1% that's genuine,
1%
bro.
is all you need. It's
Facts.
how many millions of people
Facts.
in Jersey? It's a lot of that 1%.
It is.
Now, if you give up on your first 10 that you ran into issues with, that's the problem. You could just be known for breaking new artists, bro. And then to the point where, you know how many, like,
I've seen a lot of people do records that they paid for that didn't go nowhere.
you know the funny thing that you're saying is, y'all had so many big names on this podcast.
Yes,
We
have.
did.
You
And
feel me?
And
You know how many
I will
people-
talk about that on camera.
You know how many people is 800 episodes in and never had one major?
Cause they not
And they still trying.
they not I can't say what other niggas is doing. But what we do
You
is
telling me what other niggas is
no,
doing.
not really. But what we do is
Is
like
he not?
not really. How me personally, I tell niggas how I get a guest. If I see you,
I can't
I'm trying to
none
book
of them
you.
niggas that's been on here. Like
Because I'm running it. No,
Y'all
this
doing
is my,
Niggas is supporting something.
this is my thing, bro. But you know, only reason we get niggas is because we run into niggas. If I run into a nigga, he'll tell you, I will run down on anybody I want to
Out
guess
of
on.
sight, out of mind, bro.
And I'm telling you,
Yeah, that's Megan the saying. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yo, I told you. So life is about balance. I'm Muslim, man. Islam is about balance. You feel me?
feel
And
me?
I was just telling bro, always extreme something. Either I'm extreme this way or I'm extreme that way, right? Once I started making money with the music from home, I ain't got to make a club appearance. I don't got to do this. I started learning how to mix. I just got extreme to where everything is just in-house. You feel me? I'm in my boxes making video. You know what I mean? Anything. You feel me? And then my man JP Caruso, he the opposite. You feel me? He outside. He at this studio. He at this, that, and third. He at this appearance. And he was telling me like, yo, even though your goal is to make money behind the scenes, you still have to find that balance to be out and shake hands and da-da-da and get amongst these people, and it's going to level you up and it's going to help with that goal. So yeah, you gotta be like, without naming names, let's say such and such doesn't support. How much stuff you supported it is? How many albums, if you pull out, gun to your head, you pull out your Apple Music right-
if I'm
gun to your head,
invited
you
to
pull
it,
out
I'm
your
making
Apple
an
Music
attempt to
right
go.
there. How many of the people that ain't supporting is in your Apple Music library?
A lot of them. You can ask them, bro. I'm pro Jersey.
He pro Jersey.
I'm pro Jersey.
But you know what else? Sometimes it's good just being a fan too.
I am. I be
You
a
feel
fan.
me?
I be a fan of most niggas I
be a
like.
fan of niggas without expecting nothing. And I'm not.
You can ask him. Nobody-
We having
nobody-
a conversation because it might come across as though
Nah, you
action.
good.
No,
You feel
you
me?
straight. You
This
straight.
is a sensitive topic to me because I've been
Me
on
too.
the other side.
I
You feel
hate
me?
that shit.
But it's like,
You can ask him, bro. He ain't know no musicians from over here.
Nah, no lie, Mac. You sitting there because of him. When he came on the
Good.
pod,
Like,
no.
however I got
I
here.
know who you is, but
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, when he been doing the pod with me for a while, he was the one like, yo, we should bring Jersey niggas up here.
yeah.
And I was like, word, back. And then I went
I
back.
remember when y'all shouted me out and shit.
Yeah, they reformatted it and shit. He got a seat though. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then I was like, yo, I just heard that record, and then Cito was sitting there, and then we wanted to do a segment
Word.
dedicated to y'all, but then guests started coming up there like, I don't want to hear other niggas shit, only want to hear my, so then it changed.
Yeah,
but it used to be a
It'd be
segment
crazy,
when we play
bro.
somebody's music.
I'm telling
I
you,
don't
man.
say it, but let me tell the fans and everybody watching. I don't say Jersey don't support Jersey from a form of hate. I say it from let's elevate, like real shit.
I'm telling you, once you change the way you thinking about it, bro, once you don't even let it occupy your mind, bro, things gonna change for you, bro. Period.
I hear you.
It changed for me, and you don't see me places, bro. Once I change how I'm thinking inside, bro, it just started reflecting. Like, I make the music I want. I'm not chasing a radio hit. I make the da-da. I'm not chasing the future. I'm not chasing you feel me? I just let the shit come naturally. Like, I'm locked in with my DJ Joker 973. You feel me? Like, I could have been like, DJ, so don't support. They don't. Okay, I got my DJ that I'm a fucking build with. You know what I mean? Why try to get somebody that's already popping? They already. Not
But
only,
you
not
know what's
only-
crazy? It don't even be the niggas that be popping. They be the niggas that's around the corner. And you be like, yo, come on, let's lock in, let's do a song.
And this is what I'm
150.
telling you. You the nigga from around the corner to somebody.
No, I probably am. And when they come around that corner and be like, yo,
Hear
let's
me?
work.
You see, look, these just be the nigga. You just that nigga from the. Once we break out of that, bro, and we just like, I feel like I'm preaching, bro. And
Nah,
I'm not
but this
trying
what I'm
to come across
saying.
that way.
You can't
I
break
hope I'm
out
not
of it
coming
when
across
all niggas
politically
see is a
correct and shit.
dollar,
You
bro.
good, bro. You good.
I can only speak on what I'm living, bro.
All right, let
Likewise.
me break the ice on this topic. Neither one of y'all are wrong. Y'all both speaking from personal experiences of it. You speaking of somebody who used to think like that changed.
Yeah.
He's speaking from the standpoint of what I give out, I want reciprocated back. So like when you was like, yo, you just a nigga from around the corner to somebody else, but if they come around the corner to Ray corner, Ray gonna be like, let's work for free, no tag. But Ray's saying why I can't be the same, vice versa.
Cause
That's why I said y'all both making points.
that's not how life works, bro.
No, I understand that.
This ain't no fucking
I understand
video
that,
game.
but like you said before, it was. Don't be mad at me when you finally be like, I do want to work with you, and I be like, I don't want to work with you. That's where it come at.
That's also your right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's also your right, bro. Like, it's niggas. I'm not the only mech. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel you.
It's a couple more mechs you can discover that's less popping, that's more popping. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's your job to, if these people is out of reach, or these people already stuck in their ways, or they stuck in their circles, or they stuck with their own brands, or they stuck with their to find another one. You feel me? Like, this is our first episode.
Word.
That don't mean it can't be the 100th
Yeah, man. You always
reoccurring
welcome
guest.
back, baby.
Talking to me. I link you with Jersey Don't Support. Who I called on FaceTime when I got here.
Yeah, I called the Quitman Street legend.
I can FaceTime White Boy. I can FaceTime, y'all already had Louis. I can FaceTime.
White Boy too, he alumni.
But that's how Jersey Support is one hand wash the other, both wash the face. I'm not here because of him, I'm here because of you.
Word.
Because of you, me and him is tight. You know what I mean? The first time I met him in person, he's picking me up from, I'm not doxing myself, but I'm off the grid. You feel me? He came through, like, you feel me?
Word.
That's because of you.
Word.
But if it's on some Jersey Don't Support shit, like, you could do that with 1,000 me's, bro. But leading with Jersey Don't Support, pitting that in other people, you saying Jersey Don't Support, if I ain't had a mindset I have, right?
Yeah.
If I ain't had a mindset I had, let's say I'm another rapper,
Yeah.
Jersey Don't Support, and then I'm like, yeah, nigga, cause fuck them niggas, da-da-da-da. Now I got rap beef, I got da-da-da. That energy
That's
that you
most.
just fed
That's most of Jersey
got
though.
me in
honestly.
some shit. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I handled it differently. You
All
feel
right.
me?
Before-
So if we gonna merge every kingdom, because that's what I'm on, you feel me? Merge every kingdom.
Before we switch the topic, you ain't answer my question though.
This could be a whole podcast.
Swear to God, y'all niggas going.
You
I
ain't
ain't
answer my
answer the
question though. All I asked was, if I hit you up, you a local Jersey artist, and you're like 500 for a verse, for what? That's all I like.
He
What?
didn't answer you. He said PSE&G, nigga.
PSC.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did,
nigga,
you
for
did,
the
you did.
bills,
No.
nigga.
Yeah, but no, but
When you
the
sent me with that verse, my baby mother
but
was
the
kicking me
continuation
out.
of that question was, so you telling me I'm a local artist just like you, independent. I go to work.
Bro, people.
I gotta take money out of my pocket to pay you to. What is that gonna do? Like, how am I going? How that's gonna be a return for me? Return of revenue.
Hear me out. Hear me out, bro.
Will I get that 500 back over time?
You ain't. That's your decision to make. And that, listen. If they not, I love when 50 Cent said this about Mace, right?
Mm-hmm.
He tried to buy Mace out the contract.
Yeah.
It was like $2 million. He's like, that nigga ain't worth $2
$2
million.
million
$2
with
million
$2
in his
million
pocket.
in his fucking pocket.
So if a nigga is talking big shit, either they know they worth $500, or they not worth it and they setting their price and they willing to negotiate down, or you just don't know what to do with them. Because a person could be on this platform and get 10 views, and another platform, when I like the Cat Williams shit, right? Was it Cat Williams where niggas like, yo, I ain't da-da-da-da, and he went on, no, Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans, yeah.
You ain't worth paying? Okay, I'm gonna get it turned up then. I'm gonna get just because you don't know what to do with it.
He also admitted he wasn't worth that though.
I never heard him say that. I've not watched the, but let's not get stuck on that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
you're
me?
right, you're right.
I ain't paid. I ain't charged. I ain't to get up here, right? That don't mean you can't make money off this shit.
That don't mean niggas ain't been
The
charged before.
topics that week, the Jersey topic alone, you can make hand over fist if you know what you're doing with SOEs, clips, just because you don't know what to do with it, that $500 investment, don't mean that he ain't worth it. He's worth 10x it probably. You might get a clip out of him that's going to turn him into the either next 6ix9ine or the Russ that's giving out game.
I feel that, but I
gotta hit a horn for that.
Serious as businesses, bro. Like, I'm
the
a
reason-
business, bro. I can't speak against charging for a verse. When I charge niggas for verses, I charge the right. That don't mean I'm charging everybody.
No, it's a fact.
But if we don't got that relationship that I'm leading with, what's your budget? You feel me? What's your budget?
For me?
No.
Me? Oh, I was about to
period.
say.
Ali,
Oh.
what's your budget? All right, that's going. You either gonna get a drop, a verse in the video, or da-da-da-da-da-da. If I don't know you, just because we from the same playground or same city, don't mean I owe you anything. And
That's
I'm
fact.
not above paying for verses neither, even from my brothers, because it keeps the money circulating. You
Where?
feel me? When you pay me, I invest in some shit that's probably gonna make us both even better. I'm gonna get some better camera equipment.
I don't know nobody from Jersey locally that has benefited off another local artist giving them a verse.
Like for free?
No, for paying. Like
I
don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Speak
niggas.
to that.
I'm about to say I don't know niggas' businesses. I don't know
Exactly.
who paid for what.
Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro, it's a toxic, bro. We are businesses, bro. Like if
I
y'all
get
gave
it.
me a price, if y'all gave me a price to get up here, I'm not gonna say, yo, them niggas is da-da-da-da-da. Bro. Either I got it or I don't, bro.
Now I'm gonna tell you from personal experience. If somebody charged me, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna keep it a beam.
Listen,
If you charge me to come on your podcast, I'm not doing it.
listen, man.
And they know who they is, but I'm not
we
doing
getting
it.
stuck on a. We getting stuck on a. I'm only speaking to the fact that I'm not against it.
Yeah, no, I get it, not being
feel
against
me?
it, and I
Like-
understand paying for your career, investing in your career.
We
But if
have
there's no
career-
need to
You know
invest in
it
my
is? You
career,
know
what am I investing in
Niggas
for?
be having glorified hobbies for real,
What you mean?
where niggas ain't making no money off of this shit, bro.
Facts.
And you just getting stuck in the cycle. Sometimes people gonna put their foot down somewhere, bro.
I can say in the last
Yo,
year I made some bread.
if
off
you
this
need me
shit.
to appear, is this. If you need me to do this, is this. And we see the niggas who getting paid ain't frowning. It's the I don't. Am I making sense, bro?
Yeah, you are.
I get what
You
you're
get what I'm
saying.
saying? Like,
I just don't fully agree.
To your first topic when you was talking about just because you don't know what to do with it, with the $500 that you spent, you was like you clipping and shit like that.
bro, niggas is gonna tell you how to make that money off of this shit, bro.
So it's not collabing with somebody gatekeeping?
Huh?
It's not collabing with somebody because of a money situation gatekeeping?
You can't really gatekeep in this day and age, bro. It's
This is
the internet.
No, I'm saying because earlier we said how you talk to Andy or whatever, and I said Andy don't gatekeep. He gonna give you it straight up.
Yeah.
If he charged you for something he's telling you,
You got every right. Yo,
what?
hit me out.
That's crazy, bro.
You know, I'm glad you said that. Shout
That's
outs
it
to
for
my
like I
nigga,
was an instructor though. You know,
Shout
but
outs to
I'm
Jay
not.
Nolan. I was on Hot 97 Top Shelf Freestyle with him, right?
Yeah,
He writes books, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was at work one day, right? And he giving games. So he do sync licensing, right? And he got over 100 and something placements, and he's like, buy my book, Art of the, whatever the name of, not whatever the name of the, I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I bought 2 of his books. You feel me? But one of the books was talking about how you can get into sync licensing. In that book, he started talking about platforms like Fiverr. Let's not gatekeep. Fiverr. You feel me?
Facts.
Asked me about, he didn't say ask me about, but it was like something like, I'm gonna tell you how I made $10,000 in a year off of music. I purchased that information, bro.
Right.
He sold me something that pays my bills. Like, you know what I mean?
Now, to your point, that was something he invested in making. He went out and did all of his stuff. So he had to recoup that revenue that he spent to make that book, which was selling it.
Bro,
If Andy not selling something, he can't be gatekeeping. If he's just talking to you in conversation, not saying Andy like
the problem. That's the thing. If we're not coaching Andy to package selling, teaching somebody what banding is with shutter speeds and shit, that's the problem. We're not encouraging each other to sell shit. Hear me out.
I give you that. I give you that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because
He's cooking.
But
Good.
you feel me?
Good
We
cook.
should, you know what you can do is get Canva, on Canva, tell ChatGPT what you wanted to say, what you want to explain, have it divided up in chapters, go to Canva, do this, that, and the third, have it, you can sell it as a PDF file, you get what I'm saying? Have it on Amazon, you could do print on demand shit, we should be telling him that.
Now,
Not
are
who
you
the
charging
fuck
him
is
to tell him that information?
Who the fuck is you to be charging for this information?
Now, are you charging him to tell him that information?
Tell me, bro.
Are you charging him to?
Back over there and go.
Are you charging him? Are you charging him to not like? Are you charging him to be like, yo, you should do this, but this $15 because I'm telling you this information? Are you charging for that? I just need to know.
I'm about to.
I'm saying no, because if you're not charging them for it,
Tell me how. Because you know what? Because you know what? I have plans on packaging it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm with Andy right now, so
No,
we
facts.
can build. I'm not you. I know for sure you never ran up to a nigga and had a conversation about some information. Said, "Get the fuck out of here. Pay me for it." They didn't say that. You get what I'm saying? That's the part of.
no, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, Andy
so
not gonna
if a
say,
conversation could go that way,
look, Andy
why
not
can't
gonna
let's do some music go that way?
Nah,
Yeah, but it does,
what
though.
Mecca's trying to say to you is this.
It does though.
Mecca's trying to say to you is if they met online,
Yeah,
It's different.
It would be
they-
different.
Yeah,
Yes.
he could charge him and he could charge him.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're right here talking about it is why it just flowed. And he
Bro,
was
because
like,
it is.
And that's why networking
Nah,
is important.
they didn't know each other.
Nah,
till
I know
today.
that.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
So you'll reach out to a person you do not know, like, hey yo, let's work, and they'll be like, nigga, I don't
Yeah,
know you.
let's
$500,
build.
nigga.
Look,
Like,
let's
that's
build.
crazy.
Build what? Like what the yo? Did I ever invite you to my house before?
Today.
Today,
Yeah.
what we're doing, building.
Yeah.
Yo, we don't. Oh, you had a cancel guest. All right, you got extra time. You want to when you drop me off? Let's build. Let me show you. That's how it works, bro.
This nigga said, you want some spaghetti?
You know the funny thing? You saying you know the funny thing that he's saying Jersey don't support, and we led with talking about the Derby, bro.
Facts.
Performances.
Yeah,
artists,
y'all led with.
I'm always gonna talk about, even if they don't support me, like the Derby do. But I'm always gonna talk about somewhere I've been in Jersey and I experienced.
But that is you proving my point. You don't know, you can't see the forest from the trees, bro. But once you step back, you're gonna notice like not only how much support there is, how much support you got, bro. You get what I'm saying? And when you just keep focusing on that community, look, if I don't focus on the 5 people that's liking my post and trying to get their friends and family to like it and get that community, and I only focus on all of the people that's liking them but not liking them, I'm only gonna stay at 5. I can turn 5 likes into 10 likes.
Facts.
Yo, I'm glad you like the album. Yo, tell your friends and family about it. Tell your da-da-da-da about it. Tell your da-da-da-da about it. You feel me? And I just focus on that. I can go from 1 like to 1,000 with just focusing on the person that has experience with me, bro. But if I'm going over such and such posts and I'm like, oh, they liking they shit, or can you like my shit too, or can you? No, that's their ecosystem, bro. Apple got an ecosystem. Samsung got an ecosystem. You gotta build your ecosystem, and people can't see the long game, bro. Focus on your core. You feel me? If you got 5 people that's only liking your shit, only viewing your shit, and you put them behind a paywall for $5 each, 5 times 5. 5 times 5 per month, until it's 10, until it's 11, until it's this and the third. But you keep focusing on the 100,000 that ain't aware of you, you ain't getting nowhere, bro.
I get what you're saying. Because
Nowhere.
we actually work with a nigga that's a fan of the Joe Budden podcast. And that nigga listen to it every single day. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck are you bumping this shit every day? He said, man, my nigga, I just got the Patreon.
Yeah.
I said, why? He said, I need something to listen to every day. And they drop every single day.
Yeah.
So I get what you're
respect
trying to
it.
say. So like when
I'm
you see,
subscribed to Beers and Bottles Patreon. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm subscribed to Joe Budden shit. Just like I'm subscribed to you feel me? People will pay.
Nah, they
You
work.
feel me? So
You just gotta have something
hear
worth
me out.
paying.
Hear me out.
yeah, you just gotta have content on
Hear
it.
me out.
Value.
Why would I pay for a verse from such and such from around the corner? Why would they pay for your Patreon from Ray from around the corner? You feel me? It goes both ways. You have
I
a
get it.
business. You have an overhead. You have
But-
Yeah, but in order for you to purchase it, you got to see the value behind it. You know, what are you offering? What makes
Exact-
you different from
Yeah.
everyone else's shit?
But that's a us problem. That's a you problem. Like if people ain't willing to pay, sometimes people put a price so they won't do it, bro. Keep it 100.
That's a problem
I
though.
charge niggas so I won't do so. Yo,
Be
it's
like,
such
yeah,
and
let me
such.
get a verse, 750. All right, man.
Bro.
Or how about just simply saying,
What
nah.
if you get it though?
Hey, what about just simply saying nah? Cause sometimes niggas that do a versus of mine,
Because you might pay 500.
you ever seen,
Why the fuck would I say nah when you might pay
Yeah,
500?
you might pay.
and that's the
Bro.
problem.
And then once you pay for it, I gotta do it.
Shout out, this is another New Jersey nigga. Shout out New Jersey twerk. You seen the nigga that paid him for a verse But he started disrespecting Twerk because he didn't get the verse back to him in a certain amount of time or something like that. When he sent him the verse back, Twerk dissed him on the joint. Like, you could have just said no.
But the dope part is we talking about it because it went viral. He
went
did
viral with
something
that.
right with it.
And, and you got to remember too. This is a problem with everybody, right? You don't get your return date from the artist.
Yeah.
So you paid them, you sent them the song. My nigga, I'm one of the biggest battle rappers on the planet. You just watched me battle twice.
You gotta remember.
You know I ain't in the
verses.
studio right now, my nigga. And you on the internet like Twerk just took my money. Nigga, I'm free now.
And that speaks to like, yo.
But yeah, they
It
go
would have
viral,
went
so some work
different.
that shit.
It would have went different if y'all in the same ecosystem and y'all in the studio together and y'all did it. We would have got the verse probably on the spot. You feel me? Like that just go to what I'm saying. Like I'm not against paying. I understand what people can get put off on it, but that's also us not taking each other serious as businesses, bro. And understanding the power of keeping the money circulating, bro. Like without getting canceled, we understand how certain communities and stuff get built because they keep the, I go to this laundromat is going to support this corner store. A lot of times it's all family. Like,
That's a fact.
You feel me? Like me being a business person with the little knowledge I know, I'm starting to learn why a lot of these motherfuckers don't accept debit cards. Like, you go to this store, you got to pay cash, and if you don't pay cash, you're going to use their ATM machine that charges but it keeps the money. You feel me? So once we start getting proud and take pride in the not only paying each other, paying extra, it's going to start with incentives. It might start off with paying for a Wiz Khalifa verse. And then when y'all get in the studio together, y'all start building. Wiz Khalifa going to do this for you, or I'm just using him as an example. But sometimes you got to lead with money. If
Now
you're not leading with
that
your
I
cachet,
understand.
bro.
That's a different
If
demographic.
you're not leading with your cachet and your rapport and you might have to lead with money to get in the room, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. But not for somebody that's just as local as me. I don't agree with that.
Just because we on the same block don't mean we on the same block.
No, that's
bro.
a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
But
because we in the same area code don't mean we in the same city,
it don't,
bro.
It don't.
You
but
feel
it,
me?
it,
Because
it don't. But it holds a lot of weight.
100% right.
That
100%
person, cousin might be an A&R.
That's a fact.
They co-worker might be at the.
So if your cousin an A&R, just
if they
throw
not
that
worth
alley-oop.
it, I walk past a lot of
Nah,
shit in
but
Short
Ray,
Hills Mall,
we
bro.
gotta be. Hold on, Ray. We gotta be real. Every nigga don't deserve a handout. Some of these niggas is ass.
They don't.
Like, come on, some of these niggas is ass, and
They
niggas
are.
don't say that
They
shit
are.
back. That's the shit I
They
hate.
are.
Niggas be like, yo, look me out, you fucking ass, bro.
And that's
I
another
can't
thing.
look that
That's
shit out.
Jersey not supporting Jersey, nigga, because niggas ain't supporting me right. Tell me I suck.
I'll give you that.
Tell me I suck.
If you support me, you can tell me this shit ass.
It's like, that should be
Hell,
crazy.
next time
I'm lying?
somebody- Look, let's say next time somebody charge you, just say you charge too. Like, we even each other out, bro.
I charge.
If they charging 5, say you
Nah,
charge
'cause
6. They got.
I ain't gonna lie.
You heard what
Uno
Cameron said?
reverse.
I ain't
You
gonna lie.
heard what
He
Cameron
told me to
said?
do that one
Shorty,
time.
Shorty said she don't like niggas, me neither.
Somebody hit me up.
Uno reverse, bro.
Somebody hit me up and was like, yo, let's do this. I'll do this, down the third. I'm like, oh, me? I'm like, all right, word, let's do it. I'll see what you're doing, let's do it. And they hit me back. They was like, oh, I bet 200 or something like that. Like they said a number and I was like, the fuck? And I was telling him, he was like, well, tell him you charge 200. But
And one thing too, the reason why I don't get discouraged when niggas charge is for one reason. I got friends, including him, you, my own personal brother. A lot of niggas, Andy, you don't know your price.
Yeah.
So if he was a brand new photographer, and I'm like, yo, I got a guy, he can take pictures at your wedding. Oh, how much he charge? Andy, how much you charge? I never charged a nigga before. You know what I'm
a
saying?
Jay-Z verse?
Would you
I
buy
can
a
tell you
Jay-Z
from
verse?
experience.
Like Hov?
What
Hold on.
I did in those situations was like, if I never done something before, I gotta take into consideration what I'm putting into it first. You know what I mean? The time, the value behind what I'm buying, like what I'm getting for it, and then charging them based on like the average value of what other people are charging for that. Because you shouldn't never like try to get yourself to a lowball position. First couple of weddings, make a couple of bucks, nothing crazy. But like after 5 or 10 weddings, you should be at least charging $1,500 and above.
Yeah, because I got a man's that sing, and his homie got married, and they wanted to pay him to sing at the wedding. And that nigga called me like, yo, what you think I should charge? I'm like, I don't sing. Charge whatever you feel, but he's never charged somebody before. So you don't know your place value to people you don't know.
That just means he didn't do the research, though. Then.
I get that, but think, like, if I reach out to Mac and be like, yo, Mac, and Mac do it for free, if Jay-Z reach out to Mac and start the conversation off, because he's about to say something to him about Jack. Yeah. If Jay-Z starts the conversation off with Mac, how much you charge for a verse? I don't know, nigga. I've never charged for a verse.
Nigga, you're in an industry, you gotta do your homework.
One of the biggest.
That's all I'm saying. You gotta do your homework.
We gotta get back to that Jay-Z question.
So one of the biggest one of the biggest business advices I heard was, don't say a price, bro. You ask what's the budget. You know what I mean? Because if somebody asks how much I charge for a verse, and I'd be like $50, they probably had a $5,000 budget.
Yeah.
I just talked myself out of
to $50.
$4,950.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm gonna disagree with that just for the simple fact that like you're also undervaluing yourself by saying $50. You know, if that's where you stand, that's where you stand.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna be able to charge $5,000, $10,000, but that's what you're charging. You know, if I'm like where I'm at right now, I charge like, let's say photos for a wedding like $2,000, right? I'm not gonna charge $4,000, $5,000 because I'm not there yet.
Let me take no 2,000.
I'm charging what I'm worth.
2,000.
No, that's a fact.
That come with. You know
That
what I
comes
mean?
with
I'm
the
learning
photo
right now.
album,
2,000.
engagement
I probably
session,
would charge
photo
200.
angle, lighting. You know what I mean? A lot goes into that. So like they're paying for quality. They're paying
That's
for
with the
good
360 camera too, or me?
That's with the
I do have a
360
360
camera.
cam.
Damn.
I'm
But I
learning
use
right
that
now.
for
You said would I charge Jay-Z for a verse, or would I pay Jay-Z for a verse?
Yeah, would you?
Yeah.
If he take installments,
But you will though.
yeah.
Charge anybody.
And
Don't
with the
matter.
installment that you need, you have to probably pay for the rest
Yeah,
of
there's
it.
no, yeah. I tell him like, bro, this gotta be
But
on a
she'll
20
tell a
minute.
nigga from Jersey, get the fuck out my face.
Get the fuck out my face.
What, to pay him?
When they
No, in
go,
installments. If a nigga be like, yo, I got installments, man,
Even
you
if
gonna be like,
it's-
get the fuck out of
you
here.
would pay, you would get,
Like he ain't doing it.
you will get
If they
a
actually
loan.
pay me in installments?
Yeah.
You will get a loan from your bank
To pay
to
Jay-Z,
pay
yes.
Jay-Z with a grant and a GoFundMe
Yes.
for Jay-Z. But a nigga from Jersey can't get $500.
You know how much money I'm gonna make off that song?
Listen,
Bro, I'll
I
be
give you that. Whether it's a hit or not, I'm gonna make
I'll
more
make
money
mad
than
bread off that
a
song.
Jay-Z feature that I'm gonna make over. But to Mac's point,
no, you
not
won't.
if you don't know what to do with
It's
it.
a lot. Listen,
Not if you don't
that
know what to do
mean
with it.
you getting money off. Of
If
it.
I'm paying Jay-Z for a verse, first of all, it's gonna come with bring him to the
Results.
Rock office.
It
Bring
comes
them-
with
No, it don't
Bring
come
him
with
Rock
that.
Nation.
That do not come with
Bringing
that.
them Rock Nation. Cause that's gonna be in my deal. I'm like, look, I'm gonna pay you if I can come to Rock Nation.
It's gonna come with AI stem. That ain't even really
Hey
him.
man, as long as I'm look, I'm
He
be
gonna
like,
be like,
look.
yo, give him that throwaway off Bleak verse. Give him that throwaway off Bleak album.
You know what that shit gonna come with? Because you know that's been a play, especially since COVID, where artists start, like mainstream artists start, you can buy a future. The
Yeah,
same
yeah.
shit that's on 80,000. But my thing is, we will do that for the name recognition from an out-of-state nigga. A nigga from Jersey can't get 500.
Nah,
Nah.
not unless
I
you.
can tell you,
Look,
I
late-
can give you a
look.
reason.
Need to pay their rent. Need to.
They do.
Go to
can't
work.
Get 500.
They do.
Get a job, bro. A
That's
job,
their
bro.
job. That's the problem.
I got one. So if I got one and I
a
gotta
job
go to
invest in the ads.
exactly,
and-
but if
and-
I
and-
gotta go to work to pay you and not pay my bills, that's crazy.
No.
Cause that same
If you're not
500 don't go to
making
my
money off
bills.
your business, you do not have a business. You have a hobby. And with the money that you're making off your business, you reinvest.
Facts.
So
I get that.
That reinvestment might be a future from another artist. It might be a blog post. It might be a da-da-da-da. Bro, I'm not against paying. I'm also not against not paying, bro.
Yeah.
But because you don't see the value in paying, don't mean it's fuck 'em. You get what I'm saying? I have a
I get
lot
what you're
of-
saying. I
have
can
a
agree with
lot of blog sites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of town blog sites that post me. Playlists, be running my shit up. Instagram, running my shit up. Da-da-da-da. Out of town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have Jersey ones too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Likewise.
I've also had Jersey ones charge me or name a price that I wasn't willing to pay. You feel me? But I wasn't not willing to pay because I didn't see the value in their company. No. I wasn't not willing to pay because they was from Jersey and why are they charging another Jersey artist? I just didn't see
don't
the
get me wrong.
value.
It's not just Jersey.
I'm like, yo, all right, I'm gonna pay $25 for the story post, $50 for this, probably $100 for a permanent post, and your shit only getting 30 views. That don't mean they're not worth it because they're posting other people, which means it's working. It wasn't worth it to me as a business. You get what I'm saying? To invest in that. You know what I mean? And my budget only allows me at this moment to go to the niggas that's doing it for free. But when a nigga leave with a price, it's either I ain't popping enough for them to be a fan of me to want me on there for free, or that's their business model, bro. But I'm never saying fuck a nigga because they got it. I can't say that wholeheartedly and honestly and not be a hypocrite when I charge. Like, I just made money off of music just now. Granted, it was an out of town motherfucker, but I charge, bro.
I don't charge. That's why I look at it different.
I also charge niggas from Jersey.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Better hope your shit ain't break.
We still rolling?
Yep.
Because I don't want to leave off on I charge niggas from Jersey and it's like that. Nah, let me finish that shit. Let me finish this shit.
Straight.
Let me start over.
Your shit died.
Yeah, my shit was dead. My shit was only on 12%.
I thought this nigga shit died when they hit the floor.
Nah, I don't charge niggas from Jersey, me personally.
I'm on.
I don't charge niggas, period.
I'm on Fiverr, right?
I gotta like your music to really want to do something.
Hear me out. So I'm gonna put it this way. I never charged a Jersey artist that you hear me on a song with, right? Mm-hmm. At least at the moment. But I've done business with people we met online, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm on Fiverr and shit like that. And after we done business, and we probably chopping it, and they let me know they from Jersey, I ain't saying, oh, you from Jersey? Oh, you free now?
Nah.
You from Jersey? Like, they might get a discount. I might give them the but I'm not like, oh, you from Jersey, you free. No, I'm still charging you, bro. You know what I mean?
But that's
like,
a service. That's a service that you're taking time out to do.
Facts.
You know you proving my point, though, right?
Nah, I'm not. When it's a service, it's different.
Bro,
it ain't like all right.
Let's change. You getting bored? Let's change.
Nah, I'm not. Y'all niggas is hilarious to me,
bro.
Cause y'all niggas like
a service, bro.
This is a service. Him sitting with us right now is a service.
It's a service.
That's a
bro.
fact.
Yeah. That goes to what he's saying.
But this genuine.
And
but if it wasn't genuine, how many niggas we had sit there that wasn't genuine?
You know the problem? You know what the problem that we even have in this discussion? We revealing the ingredients in the gumbo, right? Because if we didn't have this, now niggas know I ain't paid to get on here. Yeah. And now niggas know you ain't charged me to get on here. I could leave this with, we could have been talking about the Diddy trial or some shit, right? And never touched this top.
We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Now we revealing shit. Look, no, we keeping this. And then if I leave and niggas like, yo, do they charge to get, I'm like, yo, let me plug you in with it. And you can probably charge another person this, that, and the third. You feel me? But the fact that this is even a topic, now the day you start charging and you get big enough to start, I'm not saying you're not big enough to start.
But look though.
But the day you decide to start charging, niggas gonna be like, I just watched the whole hour of you giving reasons why we shouldn't pay.
Now look, now say we did charge. Say you ain't want to pay it. We really don't want to pay niggas to come up here.
Let's switch seats. Cause I feel like you turning into me when you start explaining, you really proving my point, bro.
How?
Bro.
I said let's switch seats. I like that.
Yeah, let's switch seats because every time you start explaining yourself, you prove my point, bro.
But how though?
Because
if you saying, like you just said, like you already put it out there, you didn't pay to come up here, that's cool. Like, it's all love. If you wanted us to pay you to come up here, or we wanted you to pay you to come up, it would have canceled out. Because we don't want to pay, and we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't charge you.
Yeah. You value me as a dope artist, right?
Exactly.
And I didn't charge you, right?
Facts.
It's a lot more of me, bro.
Facts.
And if a nigga was charging and it wasn't worth $500 or $500 in their pocket, you got a nigga like me that you shining light on.
Right.
I'm shining light with good clips.
Yeah, for sure.
And we keep it that way. Fuck all the other shit, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
We don't.
That's all I'm saying.
From this
everybody in Jersey, everybody in Jersey can do what we're literally doing right now. All this shit is free.
And also, you know what I could do with $500?
All this shit free, bro. That's just all free game from genuine niggas.
I was about to say, don't do that to Andy. Don't tell her. Andy charged $2,000 to rent out the
Oh
studio.
no, that nigga price is that nigga price.
Yeah, we already know that. We familiar with that.
That nigga did a photo shoot for me as a gift to having my second son.
That's beautiful.
My wife walked in here, everything was set up, and then she was like, "Oh,
On
Andy."
camera though, he charged you $2,000.
She was no. She was like, "Oh, Andy." No, that's my man. So him giving me as a gift, that's my man's. But my wife turned around and said, "Andy, how much you charge?" Andy was like, $4,000 for 4 hours. She said, "Excuse me." No, he ain't even sugarcoat that shit. That's my man.
Andy gonna get to the
he looked
business.
at my wife. If you need my service, that's $4,000.
But listen, we're on the same page, bro.
Yeah, facts.
What I'm talking about is people shouldn't know family business. You feel me? And it's mad niggas that might get blocked if they name a price, but that's my decision to make. I'm not gonna say it publicly. You feel me? Because niggas don't need to know that. Niggas don't need to know how I'm here. Whether I charge you or you charge me. You feel me? They shouldn't know that, bro.
That's a fact.
You feel me? And you're setting yourself up for failure down the line because the way the game is going.
I ain't bring up
everything
Wayne
is
charge you though. I just want to throw that out there. I ain't bring that up. I ain't bring up none of the charging stuff. I was talking about Jersey. I ain't talking about this.
I'm talking about period though. Because as serious as you take podcasting, somebody take rap.
Yep.
Facts.
Somebody take painting.
So
It's funny because it's a good Joe Budden podcast just had an episode about artists making a painting. And I think they was going to give it to Ice for free. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then Ice supporting, plugged them in with Joe Budden directly, I think. You
I
feel
seen
me?
that.
Yeah,
I
then
seen
Joe
it.
reached out to
He
him.
tried to charge a nigga a mortgage type shit because it's like da-da-da. Yeah, he talked himself into a hole. You feel me? And maybe Joe wasn't against paying. He just wasn't.
Nah, Joe said he wasn't. Joe said
He wasn't that
Yeah,
much.
Joe said he would have paid him.
And he
If it
knew
was
where he
reasonable.
was. You
Yeah.
feel me? So, Joe could have said, "Fuck out of here." You was about to give it away for free. He was willing to still pay.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Joe said when he hit him, and I mean, bro was like, "Yo, what's your budget?" And Joe was like, "Nigga, just give me the price, and I'll just
Yeah.
get."
Yeah.
But you try to gauge it because I'm
people
Joe
can-
Budden.
So you might just be running into either a lot of people that is bad at negotiating, bad at da-da-da, or whatever the case should be, or you're ain't at the stage that you're willing to pay, or the person ain't worth paying. But
I'll
when
agree
they
with the
leave with
first
a
one.
price, respect it, bro. Period. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
if
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna
People
keep
suck
it.
at negotiating.
they suck. I'm learning, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Most of the time, I don't continue the conversation after what's your
That's-
budget.
And you know what?
I'm not even gonna lie to
You know
you.
what?
That's why I do a lot of music by
You got
myself.
every right as
Oh
a
no, I can
business.
negotiate my ass off. Real tell you, a nigga charge me.
ChatGPT
I'll
is
tell him
teaching
straight
me how
up.
to
A nigga
negotiate.
charge me, and I'll be like, "What come with that package?"
Bro, I'm negotiating with manufacturers on
Alibaba.
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 Trying to be
Listen,
worse.
they say something to me, I put that shit in ChatGPT. Respond with soft skills and a stern response and da-da-da, but don't burn the bridge, da-da-da, and it'll tell me how to respond. I'm learning to negotiate with that.
Nah, word.
niggas, bro, let's put a nail in this, bro, because I know it's probably mad stuff we want to talk about. If a
we just
nigga, I
rocking.
don't care if they
Niggas
live,
rock for an hour already.
I don't care if y'all roommates, bro. If somebody give you a price, bro, just respect it.
I will. No,
And-
I don't got no problem with
Hear me
respecting
out.
it.
Just hear me out. If at bare minimum you don't just respect it,
I do.
it's your decision whether or not it's worth it.
Yeah, I respect it.
passed a lot of stores in Jersey Garden and Short Hills. I don't be like, fuck you, passing the stores because the same fabric and the same cut and Zara is the same one in Gucci, but in Gucci they selling it for $3,000. I don't say fuck you because you charging $3,000.
You say it
You
silently,
get what I'm
though.
saying? I just go to Zara. If that's in my budget, I go to Zara, bro. If
fair.
free is in your budget, then keep going free. Like, you feel me? But, bro, people prices they price, bro.
I just
feel me?
don't know. I just.
To a certain degree, there's no right answer to that because there
At
are
all.
people
That's
that
why I
are
said they
wi-
both
yeah.
just speaking 8 points.
Did Andy charge you the first time y'all was up here?
No.
He got paid for us being here though.
You say, huh?
But
He
see,
had
like,
to pay the spot.
there's
But
such things called circumstances. You know what I mean? Everybody
Yeah.
has a circumstance. Some people might be worth the investment of your time or not. So it's really like the negotiation can either
when
go
we
whether
met
it's a
Andy,
form
it
of
was all
currency
genuine. Like Andy
or it's
liked
a
what we was
form of
doing.
value in a different way. As an example, let's say I'm gonna throw my business out there again, right? So like, let's say I have 2 different clients, right? White family that obviously look like they come from money, they're able to afford it. You know, girl's a brat, whatever. I'm charging her my package price.
That's
Then
racist.
The Mexican family comes in. You know, they obviously like they're genuine people. Girls, the little girl's a good girl for like her sweet 16, but like, you know, like the parents don't got it like that.
Wait. I'm sorry, Andy. I
Different
promise you. I'm sorry.
circumstances.
I'm sorry. Say that over, but less racist. Cut that. Time stamp it. What time is it?
Nah, keep it going.
Bet.
He
Nah,
told you
nah,
he was gonna be
nah,
canceled.
Keep it going, Andy.
I got you.
Fuck
I
that.
got you.
You
I'm gonna cut you off right there. I got you. I got you.
Let's go, Andy. Keep it going. No,
I got
keep it
you.
how you want to.
I got you.
I want them. That's the. I don't care what you think,
That nigga
podcast.
said.
So when the motherfucking walk into the store, I'm charging them the price. But when the back
That
come
nigga
in,
said a white family look like they come from money. Kids are brat. I'm maxing out my price.
I'm over here like,
Do that shit.
It is what
I'm
it
over
is.
here like, damn, it's getting hot in
If
here.
you
I
can
respect
pay
it,
for
though.
the package, you'll pay for the package. If you're genuinely requesting for a discount because you just don't got it like that, and you look and show and everything like you're being genuine, you don't got it like that, I'm gonna give you a better price. Because you know what? That little girl deserves it. The little girl deserves something nice for her day. That's how I see it.
And what about the white family with the
Yo, it's
brandy ass
case by
kid?
cases, bro.
Nah, they can pay it.
I think we can agree on that.
That little girl was born with a credit score of 750. Don't fuck with me, bro.
I think we can.
She got it
agree-
too.
I think we can agree on a case by case. It's all case by case scenario, right? That same person that's probably charging you $500 that you reaching out over the internet.
Yeah.
Probably would have did it for free if y'all was in the studio together.
Probably
You
so.
feel me? Also, out of sight, out of mind. You feel me? So if somebody ain't readily in your feed, bro, we already know everything is algorithm. You feel
But
me?
like you said, it's not that I'm against paying. Like you said, I just want to know what come with this package. Like what I'm gonna get
I
out of
would
this.
rather give a nigga on my same block $500 before I give a nigga that is going to take that $500 and probably throw that shit somewhere like that don't need the 500 that's already you get what I'm saying? That
And what
has
what bro
hear me
needed
out,
for
hear me out,
on your
bro.
block? What he needed for?
I'm not against paying to get on here.
We respect that.
If y'all charge me, I would understand.
Plus, your man showing results, though. You know what I mean?
Bro, that don't. No.
Like what?
No,
like
no,
like
no,
is
no,
it
no,
worth?
no, no,
If
no.
is it
No,
worth
no, no,
wasting?
No, no, let's. Even if they're not showing results, I might. If they're not showing results for me to already see the $500 value, I see the value on what they can possibly do with my 500. They might can get a better lens. They might can get a better this. Might reinvest. I see the value in my people, bro. I don't need to see the result. I trust the vision. You feel me? I don't always see the finish line. Sometimes the marathon is so long, you might be 20,000, 10,000 miles away from seeing the finish line. You feel me? I trust they're going to get there.
At the end of the day,
You get what I'm
everything's a
saying?
risk. You're taking a risk with the guy who you said is already popping, and you're also taking a risk with your boy that's on the block. Everything's a risk. You don't know if it's gonna get you what you need, you know. But as long as you're happy with the results, then your money went to the right place.
A nigga ask, if somebody say,
So if you
$500
so say
Wait,
not to
hold
cut
on,
you
hold
off.
on. I want to see what Mac about to say. Somebody say
nah,
that.
if somebody charged me $500, let's say they from Jersey, right? I got the decision. Nah, thanks, whatever
Yeah.
soft skills and politically correct way I want to end that, or I got the opportunity to negotiate. You feel me? You take installments. I tell you a deposit here, 50%. What's your installment? Whatever the case may be, it's mad different ways I can go besides fuck you, bro.
So
No diddy.
say this.
You gotta say no, dude.
Yeah, that was
What if
wild.
we 500? That's just a random number. So they say, all right, my for a verse or whatever, you need me to do 500, or you need me to do a video 500. If I ask you, what you need that $500 for?
That ain't none of your business.
He right though.
That's
So
right. It is-
no,
right, though.
Ain't
because
none of
you
your
just
fucking
said,
business.
but you just said your man's on the block. That might be go to a lens or something like that, right? Cool.
Once
If
you
we,
say what you
No.
say, once you say I heard enough. Once you ask
Yeah,
me what
right.
I
You shouldn't
needed,
be asking the nigga what he needed
Once
for.
you-
He
once
didn't
you-
ask his man what he needed for. He just rather give it to his man.
listen,
so he can get a new lens, right?
He getting
But
paid.
y'all-
He getting paid.
Y'all not let-
Listen,
y'all not let
listen,
me
listen,
finish,
listen,
though.
he
Y'all
didn't.
gotta let me-
Listen,
y'all gotta let me
he getting
finish the
paid.
question up.
I got you.
can
He getting
smoke
paid the
crack with it,
$500.
bro. You missing
He's
the
being
point.
offered X, Y, and Z. He's getting X, Y, and Z.
No, you
so
said maybe
you know
that
what he does with that
$500
money
to get new
afterwards.
equipment,
It's on
didn't
him.
he?
I envision what I would like him to
He
do
was
with the
talking about
$500.
Oh,
Don't once I'm giving you the reason on why I'm not above investing in my
Yeah,
people.
that's what he said.
all
I'm
right. So
not
what if you
saying
ask? What if you ask him something like,
it ain't
not
none
what you
of
about
my
to do with it?
business,
No.
bro.
What can we do with this 500 to elevate this
You seen the
joint?
Malcolm X movie?
The who?
Malcolm X movie. Get your hand out my pocket.
Vaguely.
Yo, you
I don't
ask me
remember
what
it,
I'm
though.
doing. Get your hand out my pocket.
I'm just
bro.
saying, like,
Get your hand out.
what is
my
this
pocket,
$500
bro.
gonna do for me, bro?
You tell
I'm
me.
losing money at the end of the day.
You got
Mac
what you
just-
paid
Mac
for,
just
though.
told you.
Yeah, you got what
It's
you
what
paid
you
for.
paid for it. What you don't do with it is on you.
All right,
Yeah.
listen,
I just don't think it'd be worth it. That's
listen,
just
bro.
me.
No, but think about. But really, let's be real. Let's think about it. We charge him 500. He come up here. He could say to us, "Yo, what 500 do for me?"
That's a fact.
But that's what he's saying. But Mac gotta make the best of it. How many niggas put us on their rap albums from the interview?
True.
They gotta make the best of it. That's what us all Mac saying. If you pay, I know I'll be charging like 10 bands. If you pay Albie the 10 bands, it ain't Albie did it for you. You gotta finish it now. You gotta market it, promote it, and do all that extra shit. He
That's
don't
a
have
fact.
to do it. You
That's a
paid
fact.
him to rap.
You
If
paid
you
Dr.
wanted
Lamar
him
to
to,
give it?
if you wanted him to get it popping, you was supposed to ask him how much for a verse and promotion.
Facts. That's a fact.
Yo, I'm sorry. I don't got podcast experience like that, right?
Yeah.
I was
Doing
on
an exceptional job, by the way.
Yeah,
You
you
pod.
listen.
You
Huh?
pod.
You potting.
I'm
This ain't
potting.
even an interview. You've been potting. That's what's up. We asked you one question, nigga.
That's dope. So look, hear me out, right? I don't got no experience. We growing together.
Facts.
No Diddy. He might get out. Let me stop saying that.
Hey, yo. Oh, no, Brett coming home. Brett, charge
That one was unnecessary.
Look, yo, no Diddy was cool when you thought he was going away forever. It's looking,
job hitting home.
it's looking like he taking names now. You feel me?
Is this him with Diddy right here? Is that what you're saying?
He's like, yo,
Charge
Diddy.
drop.
Yo, Diddy.
He's a Diddy. What's that you saying, Daddy?
What you say, Playboy?
What you say, Daddy?
I ain't hitting no homes.
Nah, when we gonna pie? You know?
Oh, shit, man.
Baby oil, you say now.
Yo.
You know, nah.
Oh, shit.
So, all right, I ain't got no experience, right? But let's say I'm Dr. Umar and I've been just turning shit up on pods. You can justify the 500, right? I don't have no cultural cachet with the pods. At the moment, you know what I mean, charge, right? I feel like I gave a lot of hot. I understand media to know it's about clips. It's about da-da-da. You can turn this shit into something if you know how to market it. You feel me?
That's a fact.
And then, not saying I would charge y'all, you feel me? But I'm just speaking hypothetically, right? Some shit might go viral off of what we said. This Jersey topic might be on every Jersey blog. Da-da-da-da-da. You just gave mad niggas mad reasons why I shouldn't charge the next person. You feel me? I don't gotta charge you. Y'all gave me a shot. This is a shot.
Yes.
I see the value in y'all. Who's to say I wouldn't charge such and such that wouldn't give me a shot, that tried to charge me or whatever the case may be? They're gonna watch this interview and not only take the clips, they're gonna take every reason on why they should tell me get the fuck out of my face when I say $500 for an interview. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Why give people the story to stab
That's a
them
good
in the
point,
back,
but-
bro? You
but-
build with who you build with.
But
Who's ever in your ecosystem is in your ecosystem.
that's a fact.
If we meeting on certain circumstances, it's going to be the difference between me charging you $500 or we in the studio and da-da-da-da. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, get that
You made
that
a
out
good.
here.
You made a good point. But
Shout outs to Row, first row.
first row.
Yeah, first row. Shout outs to Clico and everybody.
Alumni.
They was having at the Purple Penthouse, I believe, right? Group sessions and everything, right? Where it's probably people I never would have probably saw myself in a room with, they probably felt the same way mutually. They was throwing beats on, a producer there, and we doing collabs. This collabs I got with Suge and everybody. I believe that I never heard before. You feel me? Like it was done. It was some like a hit factory type thing. You feel me? That is support. You probably ain't seen it.
That is support.
You feel me? Like it's mad people that I met, brush shoulders, me, Rambo, me, such and such. You feel me? You probably never heard it. It never. You know what I mean?
Another alumni.
But that don't mean it wasn't done.
That's
and
fact.
we need to shine lights on people like Ro and Clico that's doing stuff like that. You feel me? We could have spent
Clico
an
one of
hour
them. He
talking
one of the
about
goats.
those sessions. I've been to multiple of them. They allowed me to perform. I performed here several times. This, that, and the third. One of my last live performances, my brother was there. My late brother, rest in peace.
Rest in
You
peace.
feel me? It was a crap. This, that, and the third. That's support, man. That's the shit I think about, bro. I don't think about just because I don't see it don't mean it ain't happening, bro.
I feel you on that.
It's another podcast going on right now in Jersey where they got another local Jersey artist and that is, you know what? My memory is bad. I think I do got a song with Suge, right? Because it was on some shit like you go in there and you go out. So I don't even remember who I was on the songs with, right? And I got good feedback, right? So I got on the song. I think Suge laid his verse, right? And then I got on the song. And then when I got out the booth, I think Ro pulled me to the side and he was like, yo, Mec, like next time, gauge who you on the song with because your topic is clashing with his topic. I got some valuable info. If the song never releases, you feel me? I learned something. Like, oh, I wasn't aware of that. I was too caught up in my head. I'm too caught up on, I need to have the best verse in this room. I spent the whole session writing a half a verse when niggas done did 5 songs. Cause I'm in my head with I need this punchline, this metaphor, and I learned something that day, bro, from that one experience, bro. You feel me? Like, that's what we need to focus on, bro. That shit is happening, bro.
Yeah,
Whether or not
I
you
agree.
see it or not, that's your algorithm. If your algorithm is all Jersey don't support, that's what Instagram gonna feed you, bro. Think about it.
Ain't my
Listen to it.
algorithm.
And they already heard, our phone on heard all of us say it. Well, except for me, I ain't say it yet.
What?
But that Jersey don't support, I'm about to say it. No,
You get what I'm saying?
My algorithm ain't about to get me.
It's your duty to change the algorithm, bro, that people are seeing, change their feed.
I see the good, I see the bad. But
You see a lot more of the bad than you see the good.
I don't think so.
This
Nigga, you one of the
podcast
biggest
says
nigga.
otherwise,
Yeah, I'm about to say, nigga, I was
because
just about to say that,
even
man.
though it's the truth, even though it may be the truth, from this hour that we spent on this topic, and as much as you disputed everything positive that I said, it don't seem like
I don't
that.
think I disputed
And
it. I
the
just shine light
viewer,
on
no matter
what's
how
wrong
many
with it.
it is, just gonna see he think Jersey don't. You know what I mean? Like,
No, they don't gotta think that. They know I think that. They ain't gotta even think about it. That's just how I feel.
Hey, yo, we sitting in the city right now that me and Roddy be calling you the king of. And we call you, we say it as a joke too, but we call you the king of this shit because there is no other platform fucking with yours
Fact.
in this city with putting niggas on. You done been to every hood. We done had the hottest nigga from this block that we standing on interview with us. This nigga hasn't went on nobody platform.
It's a fact.
So that there's a truth that Jersey don't support Jersey. But there is also a truth that Jersey do support Jersey.
No. I never said it wasn't.
Yeah.
I get where you coming from. But I'm just telling you my side of it. Like how I feel about it.
I'm just
and why I
saying,
feel that
every
way.
first of the month, bro, I think about how many people I should have charged $500, bro. Like,
Damn.
with my rent, with my light bill, when
That shit
my
be busting.
with my Klarna, with my wife's birthday, with my son Disney trip,
Oh my God.
I'm
nigga.
thinking, who the fuck should I charge? Who the
I
fuck
get
should I
it.
charge $500?
Yo, I say that like when the interview be done and niggas leave, I be like, I should have charged.
I
that
shoulda
motherfucker
charged it.
$1,000, man. He
Hey, yo.
wasted my fucking time, yo.
He probably should have took the gas money in advance because I thought I was about to get this nigga $70. He should have been like, yo, just send me I'm gonna fill it up before I get there. I seen 49. I was like, oh.
Nah, let me fuck your head up too. I was going to get gas on the way down there. I'm like, all right. But in my mind, this is my mind. I'm like, Mac gonna give me the gas when I take him back home.
Yeah.
So when I got to him, he hopped in the whip. He like gas station around the corner. I said, damn. Because you know when that gas light on, it's gonna be.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's real shit though.
No,
like,
no. Let him keep going somewhere with it.
Right? So I'm like, damn, man. I was gonna wait till the gas light came on and get a little bit more extra and shit, right?
Facts.
But he did it. So my whole thing was this.
Oh, you ain't go where I thought you was going.
Where you thought I was going?
So not only did I give brother gas money, I told him how he can get more money out
Yeah,
of
this
it.
nigga told me how to get more gas out your money.
Bro, I was like,
You can tell a nigga at the pump to pump it slow, Paul.
Huh?
Hey,
Yo, you know when you pour, now I'm about to tell him just like Mac taught me. You know when you pour soda, you
Yeah.
pour it fast and the frizz up, and you pour it slow, you get more soda and less
Yeah.
frizz. They can do that with the fucking gas pump.
Yeah.
So we was at that
So
pump.
what they gotta just press it like
It's a button they pressing to make
Yes.
the gas go in your car slow, which makes it more gas because when they speed pump it, that's why when they go pop, they can put more gas.
motherfuckers, bro.
So when then I thought I was fancy.
Clip
I gave,
this shit.
No, Pete, I thought I was fancy. I gave it to him. I said, pump it slow.
He really did. He's like, yo, damn, we being mad long.
Yo, word.
Yo, fucking fill up the tank and get $8 worth. You feel me?
Nah,
I'm like,
damn, I ain't know that shit. I'm about
Yeah,
to,
son, he
I'm
told me
say-
that shit today. So we was at that pump long as hell, son.
Word. I'm saying that shit all the time. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, that's fire.
And I just got gas like 4 days ago. So I
Pump
know
it
what he's talking about.
slow.
You put that shit, bop. I'm like, damn.
Damn.
It ain't even make that noise. Like when it was done, it was just
Yeah.
done. Like,
Oh
Hey, yo,
shit.
on the topic, right, that we was talking about,
Yeah.
I learned another business advice, right? They say sell to the rich, bro. You feel me? I can't remember where I learned it from, but
I heard
it's
something like that
basically
before.
like, yo, if you always in competition with bargaining and lowering your price, you always going to be with the next competition with somebody that's willing to pay lower.
Yeah.
Because you already lowering your price and your value to be like, yo, $50, right?
Yeah.
Boom. They gonna go and come back to you like, yo, well, my man charged, or I found somebody that charged, da-da-da. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, bro, some people was just speaking shit into existence because just because you're not willing to spend $500, don't mean so and so ain't.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? And
Now, when they spend that 500, I would like to see
you
what they
better be a
do.
good ass interviewer and get everything out. You
Yeah, I
better
would.
ask
I
the
would
hot
like. To, I would
topics.
like to see what it do. Like, what did your 500 do, or what did you make that $500 do? Because you made it do nothing. You wasted it.
But you know that's your job, though.
That's a fact.
That's your job to make the person feel comfortable enough. That's your job to ask the right questions.
That's my pause. That's my
your
favorite thing to do.
job.
I like
That's-
to have a comfortable
that's
interview.
Your job to not spend above your means. You get what I'm saying? Because if you spend everything on 500, what you spending to promote it? Who
Exactly.
you spending to clip it? Who what? You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
That's your problem. You spent your whole budget. Like, I ain't tell you to do that. If I'm not in your budget, I'm not going to McDonald's and be like, well, Five Guys, pause, and saying, well, McDonald's charges. Take your ass to McDonald's then.
Oh shit.
Such and such do it for free. Take your ass to such and such then. You get what I'm
Nah,
saying?
that's a fact.
Well,
That's
Mac
why I
charged
just tell
it.
people.
Take your ass to Mac then. And then I feel like, you know what I mean?
I just tell people do what work for them. Honestly.
Exactly, bro.
And that's what I do. I do what work for me, bro. I ain't gonna
Exactly.
lie.
I'm telling you, bro. Once we keep that mentality, bro, you want to see a world of a difference, bro.
Nah, that's a
Don't
fact.
keep focusing on who hating, who charging, who this, that, and the third, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's mad.
Oh no, this
places-
not present. This not present. I'm just speaking from.
I'm talking in general.
Experience,
This is
yeah.
life advice that changed my life, bro. It changed. Like energy is a thing, bro.
Nah, that's
you feel
a
me?
fact.
And you gonna get back what you put out. And
Nah, that's a fact.
the fact that you even is occupying brain space.
Mm.
You feel me? The fact that we never touched bases on not even a song I dropped.
Word. We didn't even
spoke
get there
this
yet.
we did this whole interview about Jersey don't support Jersey.
It had to be. It's a conversation.
We
It's,
ain't
it's
talk
a
about a
conversation.
single-
It's a conversation that most Jersey people don't be wanting to have because they don't want to hear it.
Energy don't disappear, right? It just get transferred, right?
Yeah.
I took the energy you gave with that question, right? And I just utilized it differently. I'm telling you, bro, you even asking that question to the people, it's gonna fuck a lot of people over, bro. Because they're gonna crash out on this mic. They're gonna go home feeling da-da-da. I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, you ain't the first person to ask that. Anybody from Jersey
I
asked
know
that.
I'm not.
I need to know. I want to know how people feel about
agree
it.
with you, though?
Agree with me? A lot, bro.
That's the problem.
A lot.
That's the problem. You feel me? Like, you putting it out there, like, and they agreeing on mic, and it's gonna probably burn their bridges with other people.
I'm putting out there what's in our face, honestly. This ain't like I'm not the first person that they hear that from. I'm not the first time that popped up on the algorithm.
All right.
I'm just asking. I'm just doing my job.
I take a camera to Broadway Market. I take a camera to downtown Newark, right? I got the opportunity to shine light on the crackheads on this corner,
Yeah, that's right.
or the new, or the new
Dispensary
juice spot,
The
or
juice
new,
spot, the dispensary is.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the niggas that get kicked out their hood,
You,
they
you
gotta go
shining
to-
light on what you know. You can also shine light only and solely on the positive. Yo, how many times you got tricked into like a food spot that's getting promoted on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, yo, this shit lit. This shit look mad viral. And then you get there, you're like, what the fuck? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this ain't what I seen on Instagram. Yeah, it's what they wanted you to see.
I'll tell you one better than that.
You feel
My
me?
man's went to Cali, and he was like, yo, I ain't know it was these many homeless people out here. I said, yo, they put them on their own island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
they on
the
their own
regular
strip.
people don't even walk with them.
Yeah.
Like, them niggas is like aliens. Like, and he was like, they was just dead. And then he said his wife was like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, you thought California was, nah, nigga.
Bro.
That little section over there, they homeless.
People see the Hollywood sign. It's people's dreams to be in Hollywood and go to the Hollywood sign. When you get close enough to the Hollywood sign, you see it's mad graffiti on it. You don't see that shit from a distance, bro. You feel me? So yeah, you shining light on what you see.
Yeah.
But you don't got to do that. Hollywood don't promote Hollywood sign and promote the piss and the graffiti and the shit stains and the piss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the sign.
I get what you're
You
saying.
get what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, bro, don't keep shining that light on that shit, bro.
I
Y'all-
don't. I just asked it when it's brought
because
up.
in this media, it's a growing field, bro. Y'all been doing nothing but growing. Make sure you not carrying too much baggage, bro. Like, make sure the trunk on that road to success and that long journey,
Yeah.
it has enough space to only fill up with positive shit. Because if you already come in with mad baggage, first of all, it's gonna slow the whip down. It's
Right.
pulling, it's wasting mad
But
gas. You gotta be light,
I don't
man.
look at
You
it,
gotta-
but I don't think no conversation is, unless it's something you be like, yo, I don't want to talk about this on camera or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no conversation is wrong because it's really not no dumb question, technically. But you know what I'm saying?
It's a needed conversation. You feel me?
You don't
I
think
don't
it's a
know
needed
how many
conversation?
people had the same take I had, bro.
I don't either.
You feel me? Like,
I'm blended. Both of y'all takes blended together make me.
yeah.
Because I ain't gonna say that on camera, but I've done business with a nigga. And it worked out in my favor. He told me what came with the package. It came with the package. That also, like you said, is what you do with the product when you, I broke that shit down. We went viral. That's how Joe Button seen it. You know what I mean? But that came as a fee. Now he wants to come back. There's no fee.
Yeah.
So that's why I understand what you're saying, but then I also understand what he's saying because I also been charged by niggas. Then I went to go check out the interviews and was like, this ain't worth what you asking for. Thank you, but I'll figure it out later.
Exactly. And you know what? I don't know what you're gonna do with this interview. I know what I'm gonna do with it. You know what I mean?
Got you.
I know what I'm gonna do with it.
I get it.
At the end of the day, I probably feel like I robbed the bank. Dope ass setup. You feel me? Symmetry and shit. Got Andy on the camera. Sigma up this bitch. I ain't gonna give all the sauce. I only got the, you know what I mean? R50 camera. So
For those who know, they know, man.
Hear me out.
And Mac was here. Mac, one of the few guests that watched us set up too.
hear me out. Hear me out. Y'all ain't charged me, right?
Yeah.
Since you want to promote that, y'all ain't charged me.
You said it first, not me.
Y'all ain't charging nigga.
I never
I'm
said
up in this
it.
bitch for free.
I'm just saying.
Nigga came here, drunk the water.
I don't care what you think, podcast water.
Oh, shit.
Label coming soon. You feel me? But when I leave this bitch, I'm about to be clipping shit, freestyle clipping it, repurposing hot takes, repurposing. I know what I'm gonna do with it.
No, fact.
Because you ain't see the value. Because you,
If I ain't see-
because
if
you
I ain't see the
fumble
value,
bag.
we wouldn't be
Look,
doing
because
this.
you fumble the bag. I mean, I'm gonna fumble the bag. You
No,
feel me?
but hear what you're saying. If I didn't see
You
value,
didn't pay me $500, don't mean I'm not worth $500.
but if I didn't see the value, we wouldn't be doing it.
You don't see the value enough that if I charge you $500, you wasn't willing to pay.
Nah, that's different. Because I don't see no reason to pay for you when we could have just did it like we just doing it right now.
Prime example.
But you gotta
I hope
meet
this
people
don't
to
ruffle
get
no
that
feathers.
relationship.
Hear me
No, it's a
out.
fact.
Hear me out. You know I got paid to do the dirty.
Yeah?
Look how his face lit up.
Yeah.
Listen, I did not want to charge though. I'm sorry, bro. I hope this shit ain't picking up. I didn't charge. He forced the money in my pocket.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? It don't get discussed. I don't know if, and I
Yeah,
hope I
yeah.
ain't making it hot or whatever, but that's up the, matter of fact, make it hot or not. That's for other niggas to negotiate, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
I love the topic on Joe Budden podcast when when they got to the point where it ain't no more contract talk. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They all not getting paid the same, bro.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? He forced I love those videos. It's heavy, and I'm not saying it ain't in other cultures, but Islamically, you feel me? Where it's time to pay the bill, and you see him like trying to fight over who paying the bill. Like,
Yeah.
that need to be the norm. Like, you feel me? I didn't pay, but you know what the difference is? AB, you see my journey. He see why. Let me force some money in his pocket. You know what I mean? Like, I did not charge, bro. His energy was.
But let me ask you something.
You know what I mean? So,
Let me ask you something. Y'all have a friendship?
which is more of a reason for me to get it for free, or him to
No, you said
get
it's
the
not.
free mech performance. You get what I'm saying?
But you said it's not.
What you mean?
You said you would still pay your friend.
No, what I'm saying is us being friends
Yeah.
is
Like-
more of a reason for him to ask me to do it for free. I need
Okay.
a favor. I need you to do it. And if I would have charged, he would have had to act. You know what I mean? It's more of a reason for that scale to weigh that way. Us being friends didn't prevent him to want to put money in my pocket.
But you was also the headliner. So it do make sense.
Yeah, but what
We
he's trying to...
we
what he
playing
trying-
semantics.
Yeah, yo.
I could have been headlining for free because that's my man's.
Yeah,
True,
that's his
true.
mans.
That's a fact.
Because when he said he'd pay his mans before he pay another nigga,
Yeah.
what he's saying is that other nigga a stranger.
And you know what I did with it? You know what I did with the money? It's a soul food spot. Why am I not going to buy some soul food? I reinvested it in his family business and bought more. Let me get a platter, candy yams, da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But that's y'all friendship. That's not everybody.
You don't get it.
But that's what he's
You don't
been
get
trying
it.
to say to
You
you
don't
this
get
whole
it.
time.
He don't get
What
it.
you mean?
That you and him are meeting. This is a genuine thing.
Yeah.
Me and him had to learn that we had history. That he knew my brother. He knew .com and
Yeah.
the niggas. I didn't know that or whatever. He didn't know. He don't know you at all.
Facts.
Y'all met. Y'all did the derby, whatever that thing was called, the derby.
Derby.
Derby. Yeah, y'all
Ground
did the
Derby
derby. Y'all
Cafe.
met. That's a genuine thing.
Yeah.
If you never met him and he never met me, and we just reached out to him, we can't
He
get
charges.
mad that he charges.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
No, I
but,
get it. Yeah, but
but if we his mans,
Yeah.
he not gonna open up the door with yo. It costs this much.
Yo.
Because we have a relationship.
Shout outs to Lion King, Circle of Life. You feel me? You ever seen the
That
chart?
was the simplest way to say it.
Yo, the bird eat the worm. The bird shits. The such and such eats the worm, eats the shit. The da-da-da-da-da. You feel me? I just
Every
gave-
animal ate each other until the lion.
I gave you an example of, and then motherfuckers be eating lions too. Like it might be him, but I gave you an example of how I didn't want to charge.
Yeah.
Right. Matter of fact,
But you still got paid.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I was tapped out financially. I probably would have went up there, just performed and left.
Yeah.
Him paying me, I had enough money to eat, to take a picture of the food, to advertise it on my story, to say how this is the best soul food spot in the Wick, and da-da-da-da-da. It was the circle of life. Like, the shit just kept on. It's not going to happen all of the time.
No, fact.
You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, him forcing that money in my pocket, it came back to him whether he knew it or not. And it might have went to buy some other shit or whatever it came to be. It doesn't matter, though. Like, you get what I'm saying?
But that was one situation. That was a good situation.
Not only
Every
take pride in
situation.
paying,
like that.
take pride in paying extra. Take pride in respecting that people got a price. Take pride in other people being a business, bro. Because
I
if you're
respect
not
it.
in a
I'm
business,
just not paying
if
for
this
it.
is not the business, this is a hobby. If you ain't paying, bro,
I can't agree with that.
I'm telling you, bro.
I can't. Everything don't got to be a business, bro.
Google the definition of business, because words matter.
To who?
To fucking the dictionary.
What? I don't get
Words matter to the dictionary.
I don't get that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mac, I told you on the car on the way over here, you're gonna have to deal with Ray because the topics.
Oh, this is my brother.
Nah, I know, but
Facts.
I told you how Ray was gonna be coming because he was like, I don't want to talk about this. I said, oh nah, Ray gonna fuck all that up. The more he kept talking, I'm like, nah, wait till you speak
Nah,
to Ray.
it's just that topic. Like the Jersey, like not Jersey, Jersey don't support Jersey. It's just yeah.
So the definition of business is a person's regular occupation, profession,
Speak up into the
or
mic, Eddie.
trade. Huh?
Speaking to the mic.
Yeah, get canceled.
Yeah, you was back far as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get canceled. Come on, get canceled.
All right. Business says a person's regular occupation, profession, or trade.
All right, and what's the second one? The practice of making one's living by engaging in commerce. Right? I'm focusing on number 2, making a living off this shit.
If it ain't number one, what we going to number 2 for? Why we need a second definition of what the definition already gave us?
Because there's multiple definitions of
There's
something.
multiple.
There's multiple.
I get that. I get that. But why we going to the second one?
I mean, definitions change.
Are we going to
that's
the are we
the-
going
he
to the
identifies
second?
with
Are
the
we going to
second
the
one.
second? Are we
People
going
look
to the
for-
second one just to justify our point?
People look for confirmation, not information. I'm looking for somebody that's going to back up my
But that
point. and I
ain't, that
like
ain't
number
that
2.
much confirmation.
Nah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you kind of you may have proved me wrong. Those words in that first shit matter too. I'm focusing on 2. You know why? You know why?
The way he said it should matter too.
You know why? Because the number 1 ain't get me nowhere. So I'm focusing on
I
number
get
2.
it.
You know what I mean? Like, number 2 got me
And you know what's crazy? Number 2 probably recently just got up there. It probably wasn't up there for that long. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm pretty sure number 2 was 1 until somebody was like, no,
I don't know.
to make money off of business.
I don't know, because when you think of
You know what I mean?
when you think of business, you thinking Chase Bank
money,
or something like
you
that.
thinking money, bro. When I think business, I think money, bro.
That's a fact. But
When I think
money,
hobby,
money is also the
when I
root of
think
all
hobby,
evil.
I think pure passion.
Money is also the root of all evil. Think of how many things go wrong because of money.
I agree.
I can say it's all right.
When you put $1
Hear me
first,
out. Hear me out. Root, because words matter, right? So root of all evil, but money is not evil.
no, money is not
I mean?
evil,
So
but it could turn you evil.
It can definitely, and it also can turn good too.
No, in fact, I would love for it to turn good.
Yeah, I
but
mean-
all money ain't good money.
When we pulled up to that gas station, they said, "What do you want?" I ain't say money is the root of all evil. Fill my
Fact.
shit up. Like I needed money, bro.
Yeah, I ain't say
facts.
man, Rudo even fill my shit up.
I ain't say
Right.
astaghfirullah, man. Why are you charging me, man?
I'm just saying, bro. Like when you sometimes it don't be needed to lead with money. That's all I'm saying.
Look, tell that to my landlord, bro.
I'm saying, but why won't you hear what I'm saying when I'm telling these niggas go get a job, bro?
Definition of business. If Google
Like-
ain't work, I'm asking ChatGPT. Hold on.
The who work?
If Google ain't give me the answers I'm looking for, let me ask ChatGPT real quick.
Yo, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
Is an organized activity or entity engaged in the production, sale, or exchange. All right.
You feel me?
All right. Fuck it. I'm done.
Yo,
I'm
how
dying
long we been on this topic, son?
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes,
Word.
nigga, y'all hit 2 hours.
God damn.
Hey, listen, man. We 2 hours in. Listen, no.
This shit ain't over.
Hear me out. We 2 hours in. From 2 hours and next is behind Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. Yeah? You see how we giving it up. Subscribe to the Patreon.
Oh shit. Fuck it, man. Make the Patreon tonight, man.
The
already
free
got the Patreon.
Patreon. The free Patreon. It's like, nah.
Yo. But yo, when you got into music, like how long you been in like doing music and shit?
This nigga now decides to.
Nah, I love this. You said when I got into music?
Yeah, like when you first of all, where the
I got
name
a better answer for you.
where the name Mech came from before you do that answer?
All right, so I'm Muslim.
Okay.
My name started out as Mecca.
We're gonna
and then I
cut it
just
at 2
felt
so you
like,
can freestyle.
huh? Yeah. You want me to wait till you sit back down, or you want to cut it? All right. So I started out as Mecca, you know what I mean? And I had like some cheesy, Mecca is, you know what I mean, the homeland of this, so you come to me for
the
bar.
Mecca of, yeah.
That shit sound mad corny, like, you know what I mean? So, and then Mecca just sound to me real feminine,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I shortened it to Mech.
All
But
right.
M-E-C ain't look right, so I just put M-E-K.
M-E-K. All right.
You feel
That
me?
makes sense.
But then I let a lot of stuff come naturally. For so many years, I was like, yo, what can my name stand for? What can my name stand for?
Yeah.
And naturally, it just came out in a bar where merge every kingdom. Like, what is my mission in life? What is my mission in music? What is my mission in this? Like, is it to divide? Is it to say niggas don't support? Or is it to merge every kingdom, bro? So it naturally
fuck with
just
that.
came out to where it was like in a bar, doing what I'm, you know what I mean? Merge every kingdom, bro. So it's MEC.
That's hard.
That's what it stands for.
I ain't know it stood for Merge Every Kingdom. That's all.
Because it's not abbreviated. It's
Yeah,
just MEC.
it's just MEC.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
hard.
just I don't want it abbreviated.
Yeah,
It's
that's hard.
You know
I
what
ain't
mean?
gonna lie. That's
But what it
fire.
stand for? Merge
So-
every kingdom.
So how you knew you wanted to take music serious?
It's kind of like a cliche story, but that's how I got popular. Like, not at least in high school. Not saying I wasn't popular amongst my community or where I grew up at.
Yeah.
It was just in high school. I went to Arts High. They ain't
Okay.
had like a football team and shit. They had a basketball team. I'm too big for that. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel you.
Niggas was having a cipher and I built a name off of it and it just stuck.
That's
You know
hard.
what I mean? I was Mech that rap. Like,
That's
you
hard.
know what I
ain't
mean?
gonna
I'm
lie.
not Mech that play basketball. I'm not Mech that play
Yeah.
I'm not Mech that I'm Mech that rap. Like he got bars. You know what I
Damn.
mean? Like
That's crazy. I ain't become that like Ray that make music or Ray that rap and shit. I ain't come that to. I was like out of high school type shit.
Yeah.
In high school, I was just Ray, like just chilling, play ball and shit.
I need you here for this answer, real quick. So, because it's a funny story.
Got something to do with his brother?
Nah. So he asked me how long I've been doing music, right? I could tell you.
Tell us all this time.
Hey
I
yo.
could tell you when I realized how long I was doing this shit too long for free. I think that's a better answer. You feel me? When it put me in perspective, you ever seen the movie Get Out? When it's like,
Yeah.
get out the sunken place, and they like, get
Yeah.
out. Been doing this shit since mad long, since like 03, right?
Word?
Hear me out.
Damn.
I didn't realize I was doing it for that long. You feel me? I was just, let me get to it. So I was talking to one of my fans, right? And she was like, yo, I grew up on your music. And I said,
Damn.
what?
Damn. You trying to say I'm old or something? Like,
Yeah, think about it though. If she 26 now, talking
Yeah.
about my album, right? Let's say only 10 years passed. She was 16 probably when she discovered my music. You get what I'm saying? When she decided to follow me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yo, this song is hot. Blase, blase, blah. You know what I mean? And she just been a long time fan.
yeah.
And she like, yo, like, you know, I grew up on your music. Like, 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been rapping since 2003. So
Damn.
imagine what's that, 22 years?
Yeah.
Right?
22 years, yeah.
people is full-grown adults that was 0 years old when I started rapping.
Damn.
And I didn't realize that because when you in the hamster wheel, when you just in it, when you live in paycheck to paycheck, I gotta save up 3 paychecks, 4 paychecks to have enough studio time to do this. Then after that, I got to save up for a video from such and such. Then I got 4 months passed before you saved up enough to drop a song. So I was on there. I was living check to check, month to month, and my releases was behind a paywall of every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Every other paycheck. The rent fall on this. And I'm getting somewhere with this, right? Don't let me lose my point. It gets to the point where enough of that happens, you never dropped a project.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're known for some freestyles here and there, you this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be, and 20 years pass.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? It's not until I started recording myself, when I just, you know what I mean? When I did what's best for me, I learned how to mix, I learned how to master, and I'm learning in real time. Like, my fans is appreciating this shit where I'm like consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm really a new artist for real, with mad experience. Like,
I get
you
you.
know what I mean? I'm like old head in the boxing gym that's in the corner.
This must be how Jim Jones
You see
feel.
everybody want to do the Philly shell, and I'm over there like, yeah.
That must be how Jim Jones feel.
Huh?
That must be how Jim Jones feel, because Jim Jones would
Yeah,
not
bro.
go away.
Because-
Not saying I want him to go away. I love what Jim doing, but
Because in this business, bro, I'm telling you, man, a lifetime can fly by, bro, before you make changes, bro. And the definition of insanity is repeating a cycle without changing and expecting different results. You feel me? So if I never would have just took that leap of faith, if I never would have charged somebody,
yeah.
if I never would have humbled myself to do, if I always would have felt like Jersey don't support, and I ain't just focused on getting my own fans, I would have still been, never dropped the EP. I dropped my first project within what's this, like 2-3 years or some shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, I've been rapping for a long time. I ain't been a recording artist for that long.
I get you.
You feel me?
God bless you.
Motherfuckers don't be recording artists.
They don't. Let me
You
ask
feel
you a
me?
rap question, though. Should Fabulous retire?
Oh, why would I say that?
All right, hear me
Should I
out.
retire? I just...
Hear me out. I don't know if you've seen this segment before. You know what I'm talking about. Like, at one point, like, I'm not saying because of age and shit, but when you start rapping, like, all right, so Fab set the bar. It did make sense, but I feel like he could hang it up. Ain't nothing more or less for him to say. He don't got nothing more to prove. He don't got to show niggas he a barsmith no more. He said, red bezel in the face, that's a blush down. Rainbow bezel in the face, that's a sus down. He can retire.
Nah. Listen.
That's not a crazy ball. Is he not just rapping just to rap?
Listen.
I already talked to him about this topic, man.
Listen. Let's take it off of Fab. Right?
Fab, one of my favorite rappers.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna speak to this, right? I feel like I'm being mad PC, bro.
Hey, man.
Hear me out, bro.
You
Let's
know
speak
what
in general.
platform
Let's speak in general, right?
Yeah.
A lot of niggas should hang it up.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Hear me
What would
out.
make them hang it
My
up?
perspective as a competitor, like, I'm never gonna tell somebody to stop, and especially, right? That nigga's rich. Who am I to say that nigga should stop? Like,
No,
you know what I
facts.
Now, if the bar is cheap, I get where you going, bro. But let's not answer. Because I'm gonna say some PC shit. You feel me? And I'm gonna use your example as a. I'm gonna use your thing as an example. How a nigga slighted you, and they needed you before you needed them, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I diss Fab, like, that nigga should hang it up. Nigga, I got better bars, nigga. Right? I don't trust myself or believe in myself, I'm gonna be in the same room as that nigga.
I feel you.
And if I end up in the same room with him, I said that.
Nah, Fab, my man, I'm
Feel
telling
me?
him though.
No. So I know it's like tongue in cheek,
Yeah.
but I just don't be answering shit like that because
I respect it.
I got faith in myself now that nigga, I'm gonna be in a room with these niggas. Like,
I respect
you
it.
get what I'm saying? If I ain't right now, I'm gonna be like, or I might be, or what? Blah, blah, blah,
Eventually,
you feel me?
yeah.
So, but to not ruin the moment,
I feel you. I feel
mad niggas should give it
Oh,
up.
so I ruined
in
my
my
moment.
personal,
Damn, my bad.
in
Fab.
my personal lyrical, a bit. You know what I
Fab
mean?
gonna,
Like,
Fab gonna body me, man.
listen, a lot of niggas be saying some corny shit and just some tongue in
I'm
cheek.
definitely catching the podcast straight. Podcast niggas want to
But I ain't never gonna tell. I can tell you one thing though.
Shout out my nigga
I'm gonna tell
Loso,
you one
man.
thing. If Fab ever needs to stop rapping because he lost it, he still got the fashion game on lock.
No,
bro,
it's-
'cause
no.
niggas is still
That's
trying
another
to-
story, but I ain't getting to that. No, man,
Hey,
you
yo,
right.
if rap ever failed that nigga, bro, he definitely got the fashion game on lock, bro.
Nah, fact.
Influence.
But you said you just became a recording artist. So what that mean to you now? Like, what was that change like? Or like,
It made
how
me-
did you
bro.
realize that?
Because like I said, when I didn't have readily available studio time, I used to just write my shit, practice my shit, because I gotta make that 1 hour, that 2 hours count when I'm at the studio. You feel
Facts.
me? So I'm trying to knock out 4 songs in an hour block or 2
Hell
hour
yeah.
block, this, that, and the third, right? And you notice when you get there, sometimes niggas done, how many times you done forgot the flow?
Facts.
Forgot the da-da-da, forgot where you landed, or it's not coming out audibly like you practiced it in your
Yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah. So now you
feel
only
me?
end up doing 2 songs.
Now that I'm a recording artist where I don't even write until I get to the mic, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
even write while I'm at the mic. I'm punching in, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm taking into account my delays, my reverb, my breath control. I learn how to let the beat breathe. I learn charisma.
That's an important skill to let the
I
beat
learned
breathe.
projecting my voice, controlling my voice. I'm learning that shit. I just learned recently I was recording on the wrong game. Like, you get what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, that's why I want to hear my delays. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what a recording artist is. A lot of niggas be hot, including myself, but they don't have enough practice
Yeah, facts.
it's a different field. Just like battle rap is a different field, just like recording is a different field, ciphers is a different field.
Yeah.
Live performances, it's a difference between a stadium and you want to notice the difference between Kevin Hart stadium comedy stand-ups than his small rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
He got to have a different pacing.
That's
He
a
got to
fact.
have a, you know what I mean? So once I became a recording artist, I can't rap without delays in mind, without pausing for a reaction because I know this going to hit, without call and response. I'm not just up there, and I was that recently. Like, I'm learning in real time, bro.
I respect
But
that.
that's what a recording artist is. If you don't got enough hours practicing that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you're not a recording artist. That does not mean you're not a musician. It don't mean that you're not hot. None of that shit. But you always got to practice. I write songs for people, right? It's mad times I got to explain to the customer, listen, trust me, this is what an earworm is. This is the catchy part that's going to get stuck in their head. This is for call and response. I'm keeping in mind the sync licensing. Every 4 bars, you want a little bit of something different. I'm keeping in mind, you got to perform this shit. You might be out of breath, or I just gave you some crazy wordplay. You know what I mean?
You can't speak on the drinks you wrote, right?
Nah, you wouldn't know him if I told you. 'Cause
Word?
at this point, I'm online with it. I'm definitely trying to get in the rooms with some of these industry niggas. And yo, this Smack from Newark, the Halal Goat. Shout outs to the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. You can find me on Instagram, MEK_4 REAL. It's gonna be a link in my bio with everything on there, how you can book me for verses, how you can see all of my stuff on platforms. The pen is for hire. You know what I mean? How you can book a ghostwriting joint. All that's in the link in my bio. Pen post is my most recent stuff that I want to promote, but I'm active, man.
Nah, yeah, we got.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, we ain't close it up.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's recording.
They're both recording.
Yo, all new artists, come here. This the hottest spot to come to. These niggas is free. You know what I mean? Come on, come on. You know what I mean? Get shit lit. Yo. These niggas ain't charging, bro.
Hey, yo, man.
Hold up, now. This shit come with a price. We got to pay
come
for
with
this
a tag.
motherfucker. That shit come with a tag. Don't listen to this nigga.
These niggas ain't charging.
Don't listen to this nigga. This nigga in-house. This is exclusive.
Niggas got Amarons in this bitch.
This nigga wild. Look, man, this the I Don't Care What You Think podcast. It's dope, boy.
Oh, shit.
Yo, Patreon coming.
Yo, we out,
Patreon
man.
coming soon. It's gonna be behind the paywall. I'm gonna have to have some talks with my niggas, man.
Yeah, man. We about to start charging, man. Y'all niggas gonna have to get y'all funds up.
Show some love to your cameraman. Pay him a couple of bills.
A couple of bills, man.
And it's gonna be a lot more than 500, man. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Jersey, man. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody I mentioned. I didn't get a chance to mention. I love Jersey. Love Jersey Kingdom, man. That's how they man. Halal paper.
Nocturnal, running laps, they plots hurt you. It's a blood sport, and all ops, the kills got hurdles. Look, you get a bag, they put an X on your back, and the price going up once you tag. It's like Virgil.